It's the Vandal Hour.
Peace, Vandals and Vandalites. It's your motherfucking boy, Facts on Wax. And right now, you're listening and watching the Vandal Hour Season 3 live on DTFradio.com. So make sure you check us out each and every Saturday night from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. You can also catch us live on our Ustream. You can also catch us live on our TuneIn app at DTFradio.com. And now, you can even watch us live on our motherfucking website, which is www.vandalhour.nyc. So tell a friend to tell a friend. That shit is lit. We got an online store, behind the scene pics and more. You heard? Now, for the people who don't know, you can go check us out on YouTube, but I prefer you to do that shit after the show. And you can put DTF Radio or DTF Radio the Vandal Hour in the search engine. And we see that logo and icon, click that shit. That shit'll take you to history. That shit'll take you to season 1 and 2 of the Vandal Hour. That should even take you to the Vandal Hour on scene. We making history. Yo, God, what's poppin'? How you?
Facts, you already know what it is. I'm good, man. I'm good. You don't never see me behind this motherfucking mic, though, so I'm feeling awkward in a good social way. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you already know what it is, man. We have another dope show planned for y'all, as always. You know, we got a lot of shit going on today, man. We got bottles of Graph up here, man. We got T-shirts up here. We got a lot of shit going on.
Magazines.
We got DJ Quest in the motherfucking building.
Knock on wood, you owe me a Pepsi.
I gotta get these gunshots, right? Shout out to DJ Quest. DJ Swift is out, aka in the strip club. Swift is in the motherfucking strip clubs or somewhere.
Making it rain.
Yeah, you already know. So we got DJ Quest in the motherfucking building. How you doing, man?
Chillin'. What up?
Ain't nothing, man.
It was a pleasure to come back.
I'm glad you back, man. You've been playing some hot shit over there, man. What you was playing just now?
Some Raekwon, some El Gun, you know, goodies.
Well, I'm glad you back on the Vandal Hour.
I was glad to be
We
here.
popping tonight. I'm hot in this motherfucker. So when we take this break, I gotta throw this AC on. But tonight we got a dope show planned for you as always.
That is a motherfucker.
We got a Bronx MC up here by the name of motherfucking Burnerz Brigante in the motherfucking building. He's a really dope MC. Hopefully he be doing some freestyles. You hear some of his music tonight. We also got some controversy up here tonight, man.
Word.
Yeah, we got some motherfucking controversy up here tonight, man.
We like controversy.
You know I do, man. We don't do it too much on the Vandal Hour, but tonight it's a special little sauce we're gonna add to this joint tonight. You heard?
That is a fucking fact.
So tonight we got a crew by the name of MSK in the motherfucking building. And this is not the MSK from LA. This is the MSK that they might say is the original MSK.
That's what the streets is saying. And they not from motherfucking LA either.
You heard? So it's gonna be kind of crazy, man. They're gonna be talking their shit. So
from
you know
the streets of motherfucking New York.
So it's gonna be crazy, man. But before I get into anything, man, I just want to introduce. We got a lot of motherfuckers in the room tonight. We got an audience in here tonight.
Yeah.
I don't gotta do the applause. We got motherfuckers in here tonight to do the applause, man. We got MSK actually sitting in the background right now. We got Most up in here. We got Dia up in here. We got Too New up in here. We got Burnerz Brigante up in here. We got the motherfucking Vandal Hour Gardre Kill Films in the motherfucking building. Who else we got over here, man? Oh, we got my man Buyer Threes in the motherfucking building. We don't get to see the guard too often.
He's in a clip.
We got the original Vandal Hour guard in the motherfucking building. And we got June 457 in the motherfucking building. We got my partner Sauce in the motherfucking building, who I just came back from South by Southwest Sweat. We gonna get into a little bit later. But we got a lot of motherfuckers in the building, man.
Ladies, watch out for his dance. It's a mean one. I call it Chicken Wang.
So, you know, I don't even need the script because I wrote it, right? So I want to introduce who's this beautiful, intelligent, soulful young lady sitting with us tonight, man. I had another intro for her, but I met her. I know her. This ain't no motherfucking like, you know, somebody called and brought me to her or her to me. Nah, we met in Austin, Texas, man, and we vibed out. So we got Ryan Wild in the motherfucking building, co-hosting with us. I wish I knew how to do the other sound effects, but I'm not too keen with this no more. It's been a long time since I sat back here. So, Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're here. Let me introduce you to my man, Facts on Wax, because he like to be introduced to the ladies individually from the show. So, Facts on Wax, Ryan Wild, Facts on Wax.
Hello.
What's up, Facts?
Ain't shit. I'm coolin'. I seen a lot of pictures. I see a lot of big things that's popping in the motherfucking Texas.
Yeah, Texas is dope.
But let me make sure her mic is up high and we can hear her. Talking to mic real quick.
What's up, DTF?
Yeah, we hear you. Right. So, man, we had a real connection happening in South by Southwest. If you didn't know, the Vandal was doing media work in Austin, Texas at South by Southwest. You missed it, God. Next year you're gonna be there. But it was kind of crazy, man. It was a crazy experience. How was the experience to you?
It was dope. I'm glad I went because I heard about it for some years now, and I finally went this past 2017 South by Southwest. It was dope. You seen what I was doing. I was not hiding. I was trying to connect.
You was performing, doing what you do. What's your cameraman name so we can introduce him?
That's Lloyd Barnes. Goes by LB Project as well.
Shout out to the homie who I met in Austin also.
Okay.
We got a website out, www.lbprojects. That's the projects, project.com. Anybody looking for some videography work? So
if we went to the website, what we gonna find on the website?
You're gonna see all my music videos that I shot. You're gonna see some videos of Rain 910. You're gonna see some photography. You're gonna see some work. You're gonna see some real visual art.
Okay.
Which I see y'all into here at the Vandal Hour. The room is looking lovely.
Facts. How you feel about the room? What's your feeling on the ambiance?
It's real unique. It's real crazy. Like I feel like it's real crazy that I'm here. Y'all got Rhino up there, right?
That's fact.
All right. So my name is Ryan Wild. I get that name from my brother, who I lost. R.I.P. to gun violence. And it's crazy because his nickname was Rhino.
Oh,
so I'm feeling like.
Oh, that's crazy. It might be everything happens for a reason in life. You connect with people, you connect with places and things. So I go through that every day. So I understand exactly what you're going through. For the people who might not know,
that's my favorite canvas.
That is.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had a dyno bike and it was those same exact colors, and somebody tried to jack me for it, and I caught him. There's a lot
of controversy over that canvas, man. A lot of people want it, but it's still here. For the people who might not be familiar with your body of work, tell us a little bit about you and what you're doing with music.
Well, my first mixtape is dropping in the spring. I want to say April, but I don't want to put no pressure on myself. It's been a long time coming, though. I MC, I sing. I got a background in classical piano. That's I graduated 2015 from a state school in Connecticut. So a little mix of, I do my thing. I love music. I love expressing myself. So you could look out for Forever Ryan. That's my first mixtape that's going to drop this spring. A lot of the work I'm co-producing. I'm working with, again, Rain 910. I'm working with Aaron Wright from Jersey. I'm out here working,
When you're in the studio, do you go wild when you laying down your style?
Oh yeah, I got I feel like I have split personality syndrome. I could go different ways. I could go off and just beast on the beat, rip these rappers' heads off. Or I could go real smooth and mellow and try to speak to the youth, speak to my females. Definitely stay on the positive tip, which that's the route that I like to go to.
Well, before you came here, about 10:08, your manager called me and said that you wanted to do this Biggie freestyle. We don't have the Biggie beat, and even if we did have the beat, we'd get sued for using it, or YouTube would take out the sound anyway. So
we don't want
can we get a little taste of what you did at South by Southwest? This Biggie, what is it, Dear Biggie?
Yeah. It's a freestyle I came up with the morning of when I realized it was 20 years since Big passed.
So can we get a little clip of that? Like,
yeah, you get some bars. I spit it a cappella.
Quest, can you put the music down for me real quick? Do what you do.
All right. This is like, I'm just speaking to Big personally. I said, damn, Big, are you hearing this shit? These niggas mumble on a beat and it's considered a hit. And because I speak my mind, I am considered a bitch. But the hate makes me great. I'll take what I can get. Hip hop let you down since you ain't been around. But I'm here to take the crown. Tell these niggas bow down. I look up to you, Big. You gave New York a whole sound. If you could hear this now, I hope I make you proud. Young black girl inspired, you're in the world. I got much more to share than my ass and my curls. But in the men's world, they try to put us on the sideline. I'm a beast from the east. Let them know that it's my time. When I shine, we all shine. I ain't greedy. I just want it to be said. Hip hop need me, want it to be known. I ain't competing. These rappers not on my level. Music lacks any meaning. Damn, Big. If you could see social media, niggas will follow ya, but do not believe in ya. Niggas won't show no love when they think they compete with ya. Niggas will hate on ya simply for being ya. 20 years later, still ain't no one greater. Paying homage to the realest, so fucking the haters.
Woo! Like that!
And if you don't know, now you know.
DTFradio.com.
Thank you for having our drops, cause I definitely needed something behind that. That was really dope, man. How you feel about that, Facts?
It was lit. It was lit.
Thank you.
That sounds better than the Facts rhyme, so that's good. That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
That's because I'm not a rapper.
Let me ask you a question, man. When we going back to South by Southwest,
Yeah.
it was like for a person who never been there, it was like the Dominican parade, the Puerto Rican Day parade, the West Indian parade, Grant's Tomb, Rikers Island, and every other place on steroids. Do you agree?
Absolutely. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yo, it was mad people, man.
So the Karma Lounge going to be on Tuesday.
So let me ask you a question. That's facts. That's true. That's true. Let me ask you a question, man. Was you being harassed by like 1,000 niggas? I'm pardon self. 1,000 ninjas.
Oh, I shouldn't have said niggas.
No, we cursing all that shit right here. I'm trying to be socially correct.
Got you. You know what? I was out there with the squad. I was out there. I was the only girl, and I had about 4 different of my team members around me. So I was pretty much good. I mean, everywhere I go, it's a little here and there. But I stick close to my team because I know what it is, and I ain't got no time for that.
I'm just had to say that because it was crazy out there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dudes is on these chicks crazy. Let me say, the later it got, the more people came. That's how I felt.
Anybody try to sneak in your hotel room?
And I had an Airbnb. Where you was at?
I was at the Hilton in San Antonio, so we was driving 90 minutes, 2 hours actually, every day back and forth. So we didn't even stay for the madness after like midnight.
Time out. Let's get a hand clap because she said she was at the Hilton.
That shit sound like Cancun.
She was at the Hilton. She didn't say the Motel 8.
Word.
We almost did that though.
She's running full court.
No, the Vandal is poor people. And we went to California Saturday. It was like 9 people in one room, and I slept under the TV thing. So if you could be in a joint like the Hilton, that is definitely 10 steps above where we was at in California.
Word.
Price line.
You know what I mean? So let's have you heard that
That Cali trip was crazy too.
That the Cali trip was crazy. Did you hear the new Drake album?
I heard that shit hot trash.
You didn't listen to it?
No, I heard like 2 songs.
I heard it on Tidal.
How you feel about this Drake album, man?
He had a couple joints I really, really fuck with. I respect Drake, you know what I'm saying? It's
You
not my
light skinned.
favorite.
I will say that you.
shit.
Team light skinned. Team light
It's not
skinned. I stay shooting. She's light skinned though.
Oh, so light skinned people support Drake more?
Kinda.
So Drake halfway supports him.
Kinda. You notice that there's no black or brown rappers no more. It's all light skin or dark skin. Either you Kendrick Lamar or you Drake. It's like the rap mans and the method mans don't exist in the rap game no more.
I don't know.
But how you feel about this Drake album though?
A couple tracks stuck out to me. I like Savage Drake more than anything, so he had a couple tracks on there where he went savage.
Yeah, I heard one of the songs is Savage, and that shit is popping. It's crack.
Other than that, I listened through the whole album, and I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but I do love Drake. It is what it is. People making money. Congrats to Drake.
Sinatra's not here, who I'm filling in for.
Get well, E.
And he's a Drake fan.
Oh, he home Draking then.
You know, and he even said that he wasn't really feeling the album too much. So for him to say that, and like he's the one that got me listening to Drake. No lie to you, I wasn't fucking with Drake until like 5 a.m. in whatever.
So fellas, the moral of this story is this Drake album ain't getting you no ass. Abort the mission.
I think it is. I think it is getting ass. It's not. You're not gonna do no
Rick
crazy
Ross is
shit.
getting more.
Oh no shooting guns. No shooting guns off a Drake album. So let me ask you a question, man. Did you listen to this Rick Ross album?
It's hard body.
Yo, did you listen to the Rick Ross
That
album?
song I
not
just heard
yet.
that Quest was playing, that shit was mean.
What you said?
I have not yet.
Did anybody
Not yet.
listen? Did anybody listen to Drake album in this room right now?
I heard 2 songs.
Yo, between me and you, that shit is crazy. The shit is hard. Hold it for a sec. Somebody said they can't hear nothing. Why they can't hear nothing? Do me a favor. Hold it for a sec. Hey yo, call AC2. So yeah, the Rick Ross album I listened to this week, man. The shit to me is crazy, man. The shit is crazy, man. There's a song called Santa Gria Grease. If y'all didn't listen to that shit, man, smoke some good bud, because you know we're 420 friendly. Smoke some good weed and listen to that shit. That album is really, to me, Rick Ross is in my top 5, my modern day top 5. I got an old school top 5 and I got a modern day top 5. And I believe that Rick Ross is one of my top 3.
Killing shit.
You know what I mean? If you had a top 5 right now, who you fuck with? Right now, man, I'm not talking about Nas, Biggie, Nas shit. We're talking about in 2017, who will be your top 5?
I like Rick Ross. I like fucking, who else? I like J. Cole, Ransom, people of that nature.
If you had a top 5, who would it be?
I would say I like Cole's
First, wait,
definitely.
time out. How old are you first?
I'm 24.
Can she give a top 5? No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Who's your top 5?
I'm my favorite rapper. Like, I gotta say that. Ryan Wild is number 1, but I gotta say a lot of females. I don't know if y'all know about females coming up in hip hop, but we doing it. I really like a girl named I like Dreezy. I like Princess Nokia. I like Snow the Product. Of course, got love for Nicki and Remy. I like J. Cole is definitely. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired of hearing y'all dudes rap.
Oh man,
I actually seen a female rapper that's up and coming today. This bitch was
3D not T. We savage,
man.
right?
Nah, this one I seen, she was ugly. Like, I gave her the rap name, and that shit was called Young Wow. Like, when I see her, like her appearance, like, that shit look like a Mack truck hit me.
Yo,
shit was crazy.
I'm gonna say like this, man. My top 5 would be before we get up this topic. My top 5 would be like something like a Rick Ross, a Kendrick Lamar, a Pusha T. It would be somewhere in that realm. You
definitely gotta put Push on the list.
Now, for the people that might not be familiar with this part of the show, but this is when we get into
This week, and I'm high as a motherfucker. But if I'm not
in the
mistaken,
Vandal Hour News, man.
yeah.
This is where we get into the Vandal Hour News. For the people who don't know, the Vandal Hour News is news about what's happening in our culture as Vandals, as writers that do graph. This week, the graph game lost 3
Fallen
soldiers, man. The first soldier that we lost was Dime 139. We also lost Vato, who is a friend of the brother here. I met him a few times. He used to live right next to where our old DTF office was at. To see him on a regular, going to the deli. He always went to the deli that I got my Lucy's from. Good dude. And we also lost Kosa 501, who I had the pleasure of meeting many a times. I did media work for 501 a couple of times, and I also had them up like 2 times. And Kosa is definitely the people's, man. So we want to say rest in pain to Kosa 501, Vato, and Dom 139. So can we have a moment of silence real quick for these fallen soldiers? We want to send those brothers, their family, and their crew members our condolences. If anyone have any artwork from any of these brothers, you can send DM the Vandal. We will post on the page on any day at any time. Please hit us. If y'all got any pictures and stuff like that, please send it to the Vandal.
I actually got a pretty dope poster he gave me. Like, he always liked the ladies, and he had a chick pose naked for him in front of his canvas, and he put stickers on her, and she let him take pictures, and they made posters.
You know what's crazy? Because he tried to get Vato on the show many a times. He tried this, that, it didn't happen.
Yeah, he always had a hectic schedule. He was working on his clothing line, Hoodwick.
For the person who really fucked with him, what kind of dude he was, man?
He is the most humblest person you could actually meet. Word. Like, he was nice at doing graffiti tattoos. He didn't even have an ego or nothing about it. And he loved some motherfucking polo.
I seen a lot of when you like around Broadway, there's a lot of Vato block letters around there. If you don't know, there's a lot of little secret little Vato joints on gates and shit like that. He did like it seemed like I never seen a fill or nothing.
You know what's crazy? The last time I actually bumped into him, I bumped into him at Lowbrow, and he was doing an RIP piece for Back.
Oh wow.
Word.
Oh wow, that's
That
crazy.
shit was crazy. Nigga V, rest in pain.
So rest in pain to them soldiers, man. The Graph game, love y'all and is gonna miss y'all. This week we also was a Diva event, which was called Write Off Cancer. It was a group exhibition that featured a few artists. All the proceeds went to Diva's battle with cancer. Did you go?
Nah, I couldn't make it.
But I did see a lot of people there.
It was lit. Amuse.
I was going to say, shout out to Amuse. FTR was there. Who else you seen?
K-Star was in the building.
True indeed, man. I heard a lot of art sold.
A lot of dope artwork was in the building.
Yeah, I heard a lot of artwork sold. For the people who don't know, Diva is one of our close friends of the Vandal Hour. She participated in a couple of our art shows and shit like that. So we want to definitely give a shout out to Diva, VIC, man. Good peoples, good lady. She represents us. She did her own little things, like little pics for us to post on the page. So shout out to her, man.
She killed shit too in the illest motherfucking pair of high heel shoes you will ever see.
Yeah, she's one of the illest female writers that I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Word.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if Ryan might not know about this, but you know, graffiti started on the trains.
Yeah.
Hold it. Switch that. Somebody fix some mic. Switch that mic. Use 4. Give up 4. Yeah, Graph started in a train era. Give it a whole. Use the whole thing, God. Graph started on trains, and recently there's been a lot of Graph coming back to trains. Have y'all been paying attention to the trains lately? Have anybody seen any rolling pieces or anything like that?
Them shits be getting smoke. One day I was on the train with motherfucking Nell from the Illy crew, you heard? We riding the J train and we looking in the yard because you could see that shit from the J train, and we seen a whole cart. And he thought the shit said Goog, and I'm like, nah, like we going back and forth till the shit pulled into the station and we ain't get to see it. Then a few days later, like the pictures popped up on the gram. I tagged them in the shit, then I found out who
That's
did
the Mad
shit.
Sucker one?
Nah, this one said EHC, whole cart. Like the dude who did it, he got knocked for it, some dude named Claude.
Oh, all right. I've been no exaggeration.
But niggas are smurdering trains right now.
I have a friend who works in the MTA, can't say his name, and he's the person that cleans the trains when they bench them. So he sends me pictures when they come in, and they coming in quite often, man. I don't want to blow it up, but there's a spot that a lot of trains is being done at, and so keep your eyes out for
some
these.
of them shits get done in motion.
I'm talking about. I've been seeing a lot of like pieces. Like I'm talking about like full. I seen a full car, man. When the last time you seen a full car done? I put it on the page if y'all didn't see it.
I seen one 2 weeks ago.
It's crazy. Full cars being done. Dudes are smoking these shits recently, man. And I think today I put up an old picture. It is an old picture of CT train with the
Yeah, he used to kill shit.
Yeah, someone's doing his thing, man, and it looked like another clean train movement coming in.
Him and JA, they make me want to write on trains. Like they make this shit look easy, but
Yeah, it is easy, but
it's a risky game.
is that the backlash that comes from it is real heavy. We don't want to knock it or promote it, but it's on that individual who want to do.
It's crazy
what
how
they
the
do.
MCA actually swagger jacked us for this shit. Like we started this shit, but these niggas got fucking whole cars running with Target ads and all this funny shit.
That's facts.
They do.
You see that, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the Swatch ad, like the watch one? The
Yeah.
Swatch one was kind of ill.
I seen one with the
Nah, I
watch. I
didn't
seen one with like the NBA on it and shit.
The Disney one, I believe, is like is a cartoonish one. Yeah, they jacked that from us. But let me just say this: shout out to Giz and someone else that got the McDonald deal.
Oh, Ghost, RIS.
Yeah, they got the McDonald deal. Shout out to Giz and Ghost who pulled in that big contract. You know that was a big thing for the culture. They specifically doing one of the burgers, the new burgers that's coming out. Is that true? Where's Sos at? Yeah, they're doing the new burgers coming
I
out.
posted a video or something like that on my page, like in Amsterdam. These niggas got a motherfucking Big Mac, but it's a bagel. Word, like it's like the last video before the picture I posted. Click that shit. But you gotta be like from Amsterdam to understand what these niggas talking about. But it's about McDonald's.
Yo, I skipped this on our subtopic real quick, but did you see the Spider-Man thing that we posted on the page?
That shit was hard. I thought that was Klops for a minute.
The Spider-Man B-boy, man. That shit got like 5,000 views, man. Shout out to the B-boy Tata, I believe his name is. I want to give him credit because that's the person who's the Spider-Man and the one.
Fuck a gunshot for him.
Yo, if y'all didn't see it, go to the Vandal Hour Instagram page. We posted a B-boy doing in a Spider-Man suit. And what's crazy is I put that on my own page. Like that's me jumping off the bus when I came back from North Carolina. So it's kind of crazy. Real quick, we have a couple of events coming up this week.
It's gonna be lit.
The Vandal Hour, the 1718 Collective have 3 events this week. The first event is on March 28th. We're having with the Vandal Hour and the Grown Man Show is having presents Under the Streetlight Entertainment 11-year anniversary at Karma Lounge.
Under the street light.
It's $5 to come in. Some of the people that's involved with it is MSK is down with it. Sec 107, Coin DRC, Dos, Walnuts, Poe, Giggles, Bob Floss, J Kush, Dose of O2D, and we have other people besides that. Also DJing that night is DJ Strategy of the Streetlight Entertainment and DJ Uncle Tone, my mentor. Shout out to Uncle Tone. And we're gonna have performing. I got the homie who was with me in South by Southwest, Chase Baker, aka Baker Man's Global.
He goes in.
We're gonna have the Fire King and also Trife Boss. But let me ask somebody, Ryan, do you want to perform at our thing on the 28th?
I absolutely do.
So we're gonna have Ryan Wild there also. So it's gonna be crazy, man. Come out to Karma Lounge this Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. It's gonna be crazy. We had like 8 events there. All them shits was popping.
If you can't swim, bring your life preserver.
It's gonna be crazy. On March 30th, we have the Vandal Hour and Cotton Hustle presents a pop-up for the launch of our new T-shirts. Can you show them the T-shirts, Facts? I was rocking them in South by Southwest. I'm the only one that was wearing them. I sold 3 shirts, and it is all to my family members. So they are exclusive. We will be having them on March 30th at Cotton Hustle. Check the the Instagram page for the address. It's at Cotton Hustle. It's from 5 p.m. to 10 a.m. We also gonna be having some good music with Swift.
These shits go with all your J's, your phone
Yeah,
posits,
those
your
shits
latest
go hard.
snapback.
I need me one.
And we're gonna have the YN brothers up in there. Motherfucking the YN bros.
Those boys are beasts.
The YN bros is gonna be the ones that's going to be having all the art that night. So it's going to be kind of crazy, man. It's going to be really, really, really crazy.
Shout out to them Wine and them boys too. They was on the motherfucking first season of the Vandal Hour. Shout out to Hops. Shout out to F Boom. Shout out to motherfucking Buys. You heard?
Yeah,
Stem, what's poppin'?
So the 28th we at Karma Lounge. On the 30th, we at Cotton Hustle. And on the 31st, let me make sure we having a 1718 Collective presents Who Runs the World?
Girl!
All woman art show. Where that's taking place, God?
Living Gallery on Broadway.
Say it again.
The Living Gallery.
Yo, so make sure y'all come out on the motherfucking 31st to the motherfucking Living Gallery. It's gonna be epic.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. What's the time for that?
7 to 12.
7 to 12. So from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m., we will be in there. We will be getting high, selling art. So come through, pull up, bring a blunt, bring some liquor. We're going to be doing it. Now, this weekend, Vandal's flexing.
We feature motherfucking artwork and fills on the streets of New York from Noxa and Elvis, D.O.D. We also feature some motherfucking Texas graffiti from a dude named, what the fuck? Tribal Scab.
That is the tag.
Tribal Scab. That shit sound bugged. We also featured a tag from a brother who goes by the name of Duster and Pals. And this was in the motherfucking streets of Austin, Texas. Now, if you want to be featured in Vandals Flexing, you got to send us a pic. You got our phone number. You can text us, send us a DM. But remember, that shit got to be some fire because we won't post it.
That's a fact. Let me say this. We also posted some other artwork on the page this week. We featured ZA1, we featured Virus and some other dudes. Real quick.
COD is popping.
In regular news, did you hear about the black girls?
Yeah.
I sure did.
I heard it's more than like 30.
What
shit
did
makes
you
me
hear?
angry.
What did you hear?
I came across it on Instagram first, and it's just these memes going around. 34 girls missing between 11 and 17 or 18, and the news is not covering it.
I heard
That's
it's
pretty
more than
much
that.
what I
heard.
heard.
It's like 500.
Yo, it's crazy because there was no.
That was in the last 24 hours.
No
so,
Amber Alerts,
yeah.
no nothing.
Yeah, it's bugged out.
No nothing. And it just hit the newspaper today because I asked my moms when I came back from North Carolina, yo, have you heard about these missing girls? She was like, what the fuck is you talking about? I was like, you didn't hear that? My mother's 77. She don't do nothing but watch TV.
I seen a picture where they found like one girl. That shit scares
Yeah,
me.
now
though.
what's crazy is I seen a video of the girl. Is one video that a girl got away. I don't know if you've seen it. The girl, 6 white dudes try to run up on her. She pulled out her phone and the camera catches her like walking in front of her crib. And when the dudes see her pull out the phone, they said, we're gonna get you. So
Yeah, I saw that too.
yeah, they actually have a video. Yeah, there is a video of that. Also, I'm black, but I hate America. And
that shit's scary though.
I'm kind of mad that USA beat Puerto Rico. What the fuck is going on? That's crazy. How do Americans beat Puerto Ricans in baseball? That don't make sense. I'm kind of upset.
The game was rigged.
Especially with Trump in the motherfucking office. We don't supposed to win nothing. I was
But
hoping.
how many Puerto Ricans is on the American team?
I don't know,
America
man.
Is everybody.
But that
You
shit
know
got
what
me
I'm
tight,
saying?
man. Fuck America, man. Nah, I'm fucking with you. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. If y'all didn't know, USA beat PR. Also this week, that Trump shit, that Trump care was
shit got-
rejected.
Fuck him.
Let's get a hand clap for Trump being rejected. Yeah, he got like 90 votes. It's like 1,000 votes in the motherfucking house, and he got like 90, man. That's crazy.
Y'all gotta see the painting that Bob Floss did for the Karma Lounge or something with Trump in it.
I seen it's gonna be crazy. Make sure y'all
wanna
cop that.
see
How much
that.
you selling it for?
I'm not selling it. Bob Floss is. It's going for like
but you're the
$250.
curator. You're the curator, right? You're the Vandal hour, right?
Yeah, I'm the curator. Well, he told me the price is going for $250, and the shit is lit.
All right, so yeah, if you're gonna have so it's definitely gonna be a Trump getting done too. So it's crazy. I don't know if you know, but the billionaire banker David Rockefeller died at 101. Let's get a hand clap for that. If y'all don't know who yes, gunshots. If y'all don't know who them racist bastards of the Rockefellers is, it's the motherfuckers that got y'all under the motherfucking thumb. They are part of the 1%. So shout out to that motherfucker for dying. Also, some crazy wild shit. Some white dude drove from like West Bubble Fuck to New York City, and he stabbed some old black dude and killed him. The black dude made it.
That's fucked up.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Now I'm just gonna say this, like, cause it's wrong is wrong. So we're gonna say this, man. I'm noticing that since Trump came into office,
A lot of wild shit.
a lot of bigoted, foul 1960s shit is happening again. So that lets you know that, this dude is not representing the right thing. It's not. He might be the Antichrist, and I'm not even into the Bible shit. I don't want to read the Bible. I fuck the Bible, but he is like the Antichrist, man. This motherfucker is gonna. I don't know. He might get impeached. If you didn't hear recently, he did have Moscow connections. It's some real factual shit. So your man might be going down on some Nixon shit. So we're gonna make a transition real quick. Yo,
come back.
Hold it. Shout out to our sponsor, Cotton Hustle, located in Sunset Park. Go there to Cotton Hustle for all your silk screen, graphic designs, artworks. If you're looking for a spot to throw your to have for a gallery, Cotton Hustle is a spot. Shout out to my man Butter.
And if your sneakers is fucked up, they could bring them back to life.
That's facts. And shout out to GFS, who I got the sweater on, going for self. They gave us me the sweater and shirt for me and my homie Sosa for going to South by Southwest. We supposed to wear it there, but the clothes didn't come until the day after we left. So shout out to GFS and to Cotton Hustle.
They had us looking fresh as fuck too when we was in Cali, but check this out. We gonna take a motherfucking quick music break with DJ Quest, and when we come back, we got a motherfucking lituation taking place. So tell a friend to tell a friend, and if your grandmother's sleeping, she like this shit, you tell her too.
It's the Vandal Hour.
Peace, Vandals. Tonight on the motherfucking Vandal Hour, we got a motherfucking MC hailing from the streets of the motherfucking Boogie Down Bronx, and he goes by the name of Burnerz Brigante.
Yeah.
Somebody fix the mic for the guard. Somebody fix the mic for the guard.
It's a little too high. Shit. You good? Low shit?
Pardon me. We
Nah, it's good.
420. We drunk.
Listen, bro.
Motherfuckers came in late, right, Missy?
Yes,
How-
came in a little late. I'm
How you
very
do?
sorry.
How you doing, Missy?
I'm doing well, honey. Thank you for having me back.
I'm glad you back. Man. You've been doing a lot of things, man. While they fixing the mic, tell us a little bit about some of the things you've been doing.
Well, gladly. Everybody, if you don't remember who I am, I came here a year ago to the Vandal. My name is Missy. I'm a club promoter in New York City. I've been doing this for 2 years now, and ever since I started, I went from being a club promoter to now owning my own promotional marketing company. What we focus on now is doing event planning, artist management, and model casting out in Manhattan.
Let me introduce you to Burnerz Brigante.
Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you.
This is Missy O'Brien. She's the co-host, the other co-host that's here tonight.
That's fashionably Nate.
Yeah, so she's a co-host. So and it's crazy because she be in the clubs.
She's been working.
She be in the clubs that you're gonna be at doing what you do. So pardon me, shit happens in live radio.
We make connects like Wi-Fi. Hey yo.
Shit happens.
Missy, what's up? I'm trying to be a model and shit. Like, there's nobody running around modeling with a rubber mask, and I can fill that void.
No, she's a club promoter, God.
I know, but she runs like an agency and they fuck with models.
She does?
That's what she said.
Oh, I didn't hear that. My bad.
I'm saying I'm trying to get on the runway modeling a motherfucking Vandal Hour shirt, bandana, doing my damn thing.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm loving making opportunities, so let's work. Let's get on it then.
Yeah, she got a situation coming with Trey Songz that we're gonna talk about a little bit later. But back to Burnerz, man. How you doing, God?
Oh man, I'm blessed. I'm here, man. Thanks for having me, fellas.
I'm glad you came through. Jenna plugged us in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Jenna.
Definitely
I gotta give Jenna the gunshots. Shout out to Jenna, who I just was in South by Southwest with also.
Family.
That's the family. She's moving and grooving. Make sure you check out Seneca Village, which is a situation she's dealing with Petty Post. Man, Burnerz, man, I'm glad you here, man.
Oh man, I'm happy to be here.
Man, your music, man. I got to hear you on the Chop Shop show with Kalia.
Right.
And like that's what made me once I heard you there, I told Jenna like, yo, I gotta get this dude on the show, man.
I respect that. Appreciate that.
Yo, you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, man. I've been out here for a little minute.
When you think about when you first started, you think about where you at now.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever think that you will still be doing it?
It's for the love at the end of the day, and I'm saying in the beginning when I first started, I had ulterior motives. It wasn't really as genuine. It wasn't coming from a genuine place. You know what I'm saying? It was just like everybody getting it, let me get in it too. But now it's like it's a void that needs to be filled, you know, with these bars and good music and good aura, good vibes. It's not all about that mumble rap shit. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a balance, and I'm here to help that balance come about.
You representing Bronx, New York, right?
Absolutely.
That's the mecca of this
Yo,
shit.
the Bronx got a lot of people popping right now.
The Bronx just is popping.
Yeah, you got A Boogie, you got is it P from out there?
P definitely from out
You
there.
got
Busy. You got Conan.
You got Conan,
Prince Polygamy. Ivo.
Don Q.
Yes,
Niggas
indeed,
is
yes,
cooking.
indeed.
The Bronx have a strong movement going on. How you feeling about this movement going on?
Oh man, listen, man, we always had talent. We just, you know what I'm saying, Brooklyn was just really that borough that when it comes to MCs and it comes to music you look to, and then, you know, Queens had a wave, and then we had bits and pieces. We never had a wave, you know what I'm saying? The Bronx actually got a wave of a multitude of different MCs that could really go at it. So it's a real good spot for the Bronx to finally be in.
What side of the Bronx you from?
I'm from Fulton, 168.
Okay, man. I'm stuck in the Bronx right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry to say it like that.
I would get stuck in
I'm
the
from
Bronx.
Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Brooklyn, but my family live in the Bronx for the past since '94, and I'm out there. And the Bronx is very different from other boroughs. If you don't know, man, the Bronx is its own culture.
I heard that shit hot out there right
Nah,
now.
but it's its own culture. Like it's basically like they have their own world over there. You know, musically, man. Do you feel that the Bronx is since they started hip hop, they trying to make a strong comeback, like as you know, dominant in this hip hop thing?
I mean, you know, like the saying goes, don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years, man. It's just been overlooked. It just hasn't been. It's not a lot of unity. Well, it hasn't been a lot of unity. Now it's a lot of unity. Now you see a lot of artists moving and shaking together from the Bronx. But before it was like, I ain't really fucking with that other dude. I ain't fucking with that other dude. But now it's like more unity. It was like, yo, come on, let's do a track together. Yo, let's get on together. Yo, let's move together. Let's do a tour. Let's do a show together. So it's more unity in the Bronx. So now that's why we finally getting our recognition.
Did you work with Goods, pardon self? Did you work with Goods?
Nah, me and Goods ain't really get to lock in yet, but he's definitely family, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to LB, he definitely homie. Only person I got to work with from the X so far is Fred the God. I got something going on with Hottie Racks too. Me and him about to get in. We about to lock in. Shout out to the homie Dice Pay, so we supposed to lock in as well. So the Bronx is definitely unified.
Who do you connect with from the Bronx? Like if you had a chance to do some music with someone from the Bronx, who do you feel musically you connect with?
Oh man, I'm from that golden era rap. So of course for me, I would love to connect with an OG like Fat Joe. Like that's where I would want to go. Fat Joe, Remy, something like that. I mean, as far fetched as that is, I would definitely like to do something like that for sure.
The way this world is ran, you never know what can motherfucking
That's
happen.
true story.
That is a motherfucking fact. But let me ask you this. You been rapping since you was motherfucking 10, or you been rapping for 10 years?
I've been rapping since, I mean, nigga, me and moms used to go to the laundromat. I used to see everybody on the corner, the OGs out there, you know, shooting dice and selling what they selling, making money, and they always used to tell me to spit. So I used to just, you know, come off the melon with it. And then probably around the time I got like 16, 17, I started to put the pen to it. So I've been spitting for a minute, man.
The name Burnerz Brigante.
Uh-huh.
I'm a fan of the Carlito movies.
Right, me too.
That's where you got your name from?
Absolutely.
Now, there's a lot of controversy over the second film. Which film you think was better, the first one or the second
I mean,
one?
number one is classic. The second one is a puff piece. It's just a bunch of names in it to fill out.
It's
Try
a
to
money
fill out.
plot.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was just a money scheme. But part one is definitely where the heart and soul is.
Yo, shout out to my man JK. who's in the second movie. If you ever watched the scene and they in the barbershop and they plotting on something, my man JK is in
No, I
there.
like the first one. Cause I seen them film that motherfucking shit down the block from my crib. Like that motherfucking club they was in, that shit was a motherfucking mattress place that I had fills on.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's hard.
Right now, if you go to Van Buren and Broadway, it's a motherfucking storage place right there. That shit used to be a big ass motherfucking mattress factory back in the days. And if y'all niggas actually Google VE and Giz, like you see they got stompers on the front of this shit, black and white with summer squash triples. That's facts.
That's crazy. And I'm gonna tell you what I like Carlito's way. To me, the lawyer part, Sean Penn's part, is like one of the illest roles that like I ever seen that dude play, man. He played the shit out of that Jewish lawyer, man.
Oh yeah.
Missy, man.
I was just about to ask Burnerz, just because I like to ask this type of question. So when it comes to music, how important is it to know the business in music or the music business per se?
It's extremely important. I mean, we at a point right now where you are your own business. You don't really need label support and all that. Right now, it's definitely in a space where you could definitely, I mean, you could look at people like, you know, Young and May and how waves are made, or Chance the Rapper. Independent is really a good look. So it's extremely important. You know, you need to know about your publishing and all that, your brand and everything is important. Your merch, everything is definitely.
I agree.
Definitely important right now. And you are your business. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z said, I'm a business. I am a business. And that's how you need to treat yourself. You are a business. So it's
the way
definitely
you carry
important.
yourself,
Absolutely.
definitely. Yes,
Absolutely.
I completely agree.
We're gonna play some more of his music because we was playing his music coming into this break, right? Am I not mistaken?
Yeah.
That song that he's playing was hard, and if y'all don't know who he is tonight, y'all gonna get very motherfucking familiar with the brother. You heard?
Yo,
Absolutely.
the music that you doing now, man. Like, tell us a little bit about it, man.
It's I don't want to put it in a box and say it's New York music, but it's definitely deep rooted in here. I'm not a trap rapper. You're not gonna hear me on a 17 song album and like 15 of those is gonna be trap. I'm a New York dude. I grew up on bars. I grew up on Nas, Big, Jay, a little bit of Pac, Pun, Joe, Cool G, Brand Nubian, Woo, Naughty. I mean, the list goes on and on. So that's the cloth I'm cut from. We cut from music and bars and stuff that actually means something. It's not just putting words together just to match.
Yeah. How do you feel right now about the battle rap scene? The reason why I'm asking that, because some people say the battle rap scene is the most purest form of hip hop these days. Like everything else is like, that's the closest to the original form that you could get.
Yeah, I mean, battle rap is entertaining, man. It's very invigorating. It get the blood flowing. It's definitely the topic of conversation when you walk into the barbershop. There, you'll hear the, yo, you heard the Meek, you heard the Nicki, you heard the Drake, you heard this, that, and third. But then they gonna get to the, yo, but that Gnome coming up. Yo, y'all ready for that? You know what I'm saying? And then
That's
who
definitely
you
the
think
fucking
won.
talk of the town right
You
there.
get what I'm saying?
Yo,
So
you ready to see that new battle? Like, who you betting on?
that's what it's about, man. Definitely the essence. That's all it's about. Bars, the essence, man. 3 minutes of bars.
Who you think killing shit on the battle scene right now?
Oh man, I'm a Charlie Clips fan, so I definitely fuck with Charlie Hard Body. I fuck with Sue Surf Hard Body, Shotgun Shug. I mean, I like what everybody doing out there, man. It's no favorites for me, but it definitely got to be Charlie, man.
Charlie definitely packing them fucking clips.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you. So, since we're talking about bars, when is the last time that you've had an official cipher go down with you?
I mean, me and my guys, we have ciphers all the time. Like that's nothing new to me. I mean, filmed or whatever. Like,
Nah, not filmed.
oh, I mean, we just had a cipher like yesterday. Yesterday we was in the stool. Me and my guys, we had a cipher, bar for bar, just going at it.
That's rare these days, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe not in where you at,
Right.
but like in overall, like.
Where is the last street cipher you seen like take place besides you and your squad just going in?
Street cipher, no cameras, no
nothing.
no puff behind it. I
Just
mean,
brothers going in.
Or
sisters.
If it is or not, so I don't know who doing it really. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure people who own and they camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure A Boogie and Don Q, where they be in their camp and they be waiting around to do shit. They be in the elevator saying it's taking too long, or they waiting for their transportation to come and they just start getting it. I'm pretty sure that happens all the time. But I mean, I haven't walked anywhere and I haven't seen anything. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's just we asked this question and it's one of my favorite questions. To get deep with it, I'm actually working on something is dealing with ciphers. But the reason why I asked that because in my time, ciphers was like normal. You could go to the park and then like walk outside. They right in front of your building in the cipher.
Yeah, cipher's very normal. It's nothing different. Listen, man. Like I said, I was around. I was a very young boy, but like I said, I started by walking past the corner store and seeing the OGs and all that out there, just getting it for no reason. Like nobody trying to get signed, nobody trying to be like, yo, I'm nicer than him. It's just like, let me hear something. You got your homie beatboxing or your homie banging on the gate. You know what I'm saying, making a beat, or even when I was in high school, when I was in Morris High, we used to, you know what I'm saying, everybody in the lunchroom, niggas playing that, doing the grinding beat on the table, and everybody just getting it. You know what I mean? Like that's where we came up from, the whole Rough Rider, Rockefeller, Bad Boy era, where it was just about, it wasn't even competition, it was just love. I just want to hear something. You know what I mean? Like that's why I came up. Yo, let me hear something. Yo, Burnerz, let me hear something.
You had it, and like that could be asked you every day. You better not say the same rhyme every day.
So it's like, let me hear something. All right, I got something for you. And then, like I said, I've been hearing let me hear something since I was in 5th grade. Let me hear something just to play around. Like, all right, little shorty got something. And then it grew to something. And then here I am.
I know as MCs, like a lot of MCs like to get into certain zones when they're writing and they go in the studio and shit. What's the vibe you like to be in or put yourself in when you like either writing or going to the studio?
From writing, I'm going to the studio. For me, it's just 2 rules: no alcohol, no weed. I'm a very sober person when I do music because I don't like to take a bar off. That's just my thing. I don't take bars off. I don't do fillers. I don't drop 16 bars and 4 of them is gonna be hard, and everything else is just a bunch of rambling, and that's not me. I don't take bars off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I grew up with the big L's and the big puns and all that, and when you listen to that kind of music and the Cannabises and all that, and even the LL Cool J's and all that, they didn't take bars off. Like,
so when you about to go in the booth and go burn shit, like who you listen to before you step in the booth? Like who gives you that motivation to go slay shit?
I mean, as of recent, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I haven't really been enthusiastic about anybody's music. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't feel like it's a soul in it. It's just people recording to get a check. So I haven't really heard anybody. And I'm saying like the only like right now the person I feel the most is Casanova. Like his mixtape Be Safe though. Like to me, that was pure. Like the homie just came home and he just talking about how he feeling. That's that he got to me. He gave me that feeling at 50 game. You believed everything that man said, like you and nobody was really, it was nobody out here to challenge that.
You see, he broke his fingers, right? It was on Instagram that he broke his fingers and shit.
Slap boxing, right?
Slap boxing.
I don't even know who that is, but I'm gonna check him out.
Casanova 2X, man. And when I sound like, that's a bad thing to say, but he has a similar voice to Uncle Murder.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out.
Fuck boy, don't run, right?
Yeah, that's the shit.
Right.
Yeah, some shit is like, it's hard, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like his shit. He's doing his thing. I think he's connected or signed with something with Rock Nation or something.
Yeah, he signed a Bleak
Bleak
Warehouse.
joint. Yeah. Oh, shout out to shout out to the homie Bleak, man.
That nigga in J Will somewhere.
Shout out to the homie Bleak. Shout out to his brother Big Dre, Everlast, whose birthday was this week. Shout out to the homie. His birthday was this week, Bleak brother and shit. But back to this music, man.
Have any of you heard of Rick Ross or Drake's album lately?
We just was talking about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Drake trash, Ross a boss.
If you would have came in early, but we're gonna ask the brother though. Right now, man, I'm not gonna ask you about the Drake because I could pretty much tell you what you're gonna say. But I want to ask you about this Rick Ross thing.
Oh man, musically, that production wise, man, that album is beautiful, man. That album is gorgeous.
That is a fact.
Beat for beat, that album is a work of art, beat for beat. And then to me, man, you listen to Ross from the Carol City Cartel movement to now, man, it's just it's a different artist, man. That man's an animal right now. Like I can't even listen to his old stuff compared to that new album. Like I honestly think this is definitely up there with Deep in the Rap and Teflon Don. This might be my best, man. I think it's his best body of work in my opinion.
Yo, what album was Amsterdam on and Pirates?
I don't remember.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
He goes in every time he drops.
I'm a Rick Ross listener. I don't like to use the word fan because I'm not fanatic about nothing. Right. But I'm a Rick Ross listener, and whatever that album with Pirates in Amsterdam. If y'all didn't listen to that album, man, I was going to college at that time. That shit is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. My man paint portraits.
Absolutely.
He paint portraits.
I mean,
Absolutely.
like you just said that you're not a fan. So like you think in graffiti that takes place, like you have graffiti fans and graffiti lookers?
Now, almost like this. Usually, what a fan means fanatic. That's what it's short for. That's what like people don't know that, but fan is short for fanatic, and like that means like you lose everything over. The only thing that make me fanatic is money. I'm not gonna lie. I might jizz on myself if I touch $1 million. If somebody threw me $1 million, I caught it. I might just jizz on myself. That's
the best feeling in the world.
I'm a fanatic for that. But everything else is I'm definitely connected with certain people a lot. Like Pusha T. I feel like.
Oh man, I need a new album
He
from
talked
Pusha.
that talk.
Me too.
I need a new
Me
album
too.
from Pusha.
Me too.
His last album was great. I need a new one.
So I'm like, so that's dudes like that, Rick Ross shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I heard Rick Ross shit, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That shit shook the shit out of me. I was like, oh shit.
Some of that shit you be feeling chills and shit.
This
Like,
dude
that
really,
shit make you wanna go get money.
he really did some shit. But let me just say like this, man. In this music game, man, what are you trying to do to get your music heard by the masses?
Right now I'm everywhere, man. Listen, I don't discriminate on any platform. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere, any platform, anytime. To me, I think the way I picture myself is the way I picture KRS-One. Like you could catch KRS-One right now going down the block, and you like let me hear something. KRS gonna give it to you right now.
Facts.
And he's legendary status. Like he has nothing to prove no more than anybody at any point. And that's the same way that I want to be viewed as well. You know what I'm saying? I want to walk down the block and I want to be everywhere with it. It's nothing stopping me. It's nowhere that I won't go. It's nobody that I won't sit down with. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm a very humble guy from the ground up, man.
Why you wasn't at South by Southwest, man?
Listen, man, I'm a father of 3, man. I'm
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the fathers.
Yeah, I'm a father of 3, and I'm a full-time dad. I'm not, no disrespect, but I'm not a part-time dad. I live with my children, so I wake up, get them ready for school. I go to work, come home, go pick them up from school, feed them, bathe them, put them to bed. Like I'm a pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let's get a hand claps for the real fathers in here.
Word.
Cause a lot of dudes ain't real fathers, man. A lot of dudes ain't real fathers. So I'm gonna include myself. Look how deep that is. I'm gonna include myself because I haven't lived with my son since he was 3.5 years old. So I commend brothers like my brother over here, my man EFC. Shout out to EFC, who I know who's real fathers. Like they sometimes I call dudes and I'm like, yo, let's do this, and they be like, I'm watching the seed. So I respect that.
It's a fact.
Should be real.
You took a little pause from hip hop for a little while. Was that the
Absolutely.
case?
I said it's exactly the case. I had dropped a mixtape in about like 2013. My daughter was on the way at that time, so I was like, you know what? Let me get it off real quick because I might not be able to come back to touch it. So I like, let me at least drop a project so I can say I did it, and if it don't go nowhere, it is what it is, and then. You know what I mean? My daughter's about to be 4, and then, shout out to my manager Big Mike, shout out to Vic's Music Hut in the Bronx. Like, they really re-sparked what I had. You know what I'm saying? They was just like, oh, just come through, spit, whatever. I just came through, spit, and then, like, everybody was just looking at me like, what you doing with that? And I'm just like, I'm nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody was just like, nah, that's not it. We're not going to do that. You got too much talent. We're going to push you. And that's why I'm on the ground now. My babies are situated. My lady take care of the kids. She know like right now I'm at this point. I'm doing this. I'm grinding. You know what I mean? We make sacrifices right now, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Family first. Everything else after.
Word.
Amen.
Yo, your music, it got like a few blends in there from like pop to reggae to a little bit of techno. Like, would you ever go in the booth with one of those type of artists and lay something down?
I mean, yeah, definitely. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? My heritage is Jamaican, so
okay.
That's definitely always going to be a part of anything that I do. I love EDM music. I'm very musically inclined. Like, I don't just listen to hip hop. Honestly, if I'm not rapping, I barely listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old 90s R&B dude. You know what I mean? So I'm still on my Total shit, my Faith Evans and all that, my SWV wave. Like
That shit right
that's
there.
what I do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in the crib and I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, or we playing cards or dominoes or something, you definitely gonna hear a 90s R&B playlist. That's my music of choice. You know what I'm saying? And then I got children, you know, kids, they love up-tempo music, so EDM and house and all that, that's what they into, so you gotta play that for them. So, you know what I mean? And then I'm Jamaican, I grew up, Pops coming home from work, cleaning all day.
Buja
He
Banton,
listening to
Patra
the,
playing.
you know, Sanchez and all that, Pop going crazy. So I got, you know, I'm very, very eclectic, and then my mother, they family from the South, so you know, then you get the old school R&B from that, you know, the Betty Wrights and all that. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm
balance.
everywhere with
You
it.
balance.
There you go, man.
Fuck with country music, Garth Brooks,
All that,
Leanne Rhymes.
all that, definitely.
I'm sorry to hear that you didn't go to South by Southwest, but for a lot of up and coming artists, South by Southwest has become like something big for them.
It's a
How
must.
does it feel for you going to, if you were to go to South by Southwest one day?
Oh man, that'd be great. That'd be beautiful. I'm actually trying to plan for that next go around. My homie, my partner in crime, Marvelous, was actually down there in South by Southwest making noise, representing the brand. So, you know, as long as one of us got our foot down there and one of us got our foot up here, we got our foot on their neck everywhere.
Facts.
But I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm gonna definitely get there next year, man. My kids is getting older, you know what I mean? They understand daddy out. He gotta do what he gotta do, man. But like I said, as long as home is good, I'm out. I'm moving.
Well,
shaking.
AC3 is actually in October, from
AC3,
October
I'm
4th to the
there.
8th.
I'm there.
It's only 4 days,
I'm
which
there.
is that we're definitely going to be there. So
That's gonna be crazy.
make sure you stop by our booth, because we always
Be
going to
there.
have a
I'm
booth
definitely
there.
down there.
I don't know what you're doing this Tuesday, but we got a lituation taking place in the Karma Lounge from 6 to 12. And
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit
I
gonna
heard
be
y'all
crazy.
promoting that.
Yeah, if you ever want to come through, pass through, you know, you don't got to pay, you come through. We would love to have the energy. If you could get on that mic, we would definitely love that too,
Oh,
man.
listen, man.
No rainbow.
You sent me the invite.
Oh, no, the invite is
pause
here.
that. But you sent me the invite. I'm there.
Yo, so we already, this how we do it on the Vandal Hour. I got the, once we stop this show, it be there.
you go.
Thank you for doing that. But let me just say this, man. You know, this is a graph show. And I really don't ask our non-graph artists graph questions.
Okay.
But do you know anything about graph?
I mean, I'm a fan of it visually. I don't really know about names and you know what I'm saying, but visually, I mean, art is art, beauty is beauty. So I could definitely appreciate art.
Here's one for you. I know you. What train line you on?
Me, right now, currently the 6.
All right, I'm a 6-line rider.
Okay, cool.
So now I want to tell you, this is a little secret. If you go past Hunts Point, once you leave Hunts Point, the train come out the tunnel.
Yeah.
Look to your left and to your right,
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna have a full museum for any stop you're going
Oh
to.
yeah, of course. I was just on that shit yesterday. Going to the studio on 134th. So I took the train. I always appreciate that.
It's like a museum. If you like, if you can afford to go to the museum, all you gotta do is take public transportation, man. Certain lines like the D is another one, a D and a B, going towards Coney Island. If you want to get a good a little museum watch, 7 train is a beautiful one to take
oh yeah,
too.
that's definitely a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, these are certain places that you could take your kids to. I done took my son on the 4 line to look at graph. No bullshit.
The
with you.
4 line is pretty dope to walk. They got a lot of productions up there. Taj Crew, King B, lighting shit up. Yo, like King B right now, he's crushing every
yeah.
Rite Aid I come across.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but we want to get into a freestyle, man.
Uh-oh.
You know, we
haven't heard a good one in a while.
we haven't had a good freestyle on the Vandal Hour in a minute. So we now this is the fucked up part. We only could use certain beats that's allowed on YouTube. So my man DJ Quest is gonna go to one of these beats that we go to, and you just do what you want to do, man.
For people like bars, get your motherfucking TDKs ready. Y'all gonna listen to some heat.
Yeah. A little closer on this one. Yeah. That. Okay. Check. Look. Let's get it. Check. Hey yo, listen to the melody, I am something you'll never be. Gucci ski pockets looking like a garden celery. Not yet a celebrity, but I am armed heavily. So pray to God before I let go like Frankie Beverly. And Maze, I spray raid at these cockroaches. You hear the bass a block away before the drop approaches. A pair of Gucci's on my toes, the new crocky loafers. I teach niggas about kicks like soccer coaches. Ready for war, the trunk popped and the chopper loaded. The machete under the seat don't make me chop them open. So niggas stop the yelling or I'll stomp your head and make your face resemble the inside of a watermelon. And I'm a known savage war, you can have it. One call I had his block packed like rush hour traffic. These rap niggas tragic. Fuck this much raw, think he ballin', get his Johnson burning, niggas call him magic. That's why your boy rap it like he rapping. Tight, keep the magnum, the gun in the condom, I'll be cracking. COs fit right, I only let the clip pop him like the rock gothic group. He think that I'm a slip knot. Think he ride until his tires get changed like pit stops. For a pop, it's just a matter of time. Tick tock, I am lyrically super stupid. Swear my tongue and Earl mucus and spew this fire that's hotter than the one from Lucifer. Word, my verbalism absurd. Closed words, airplane flight, no turbulence occur. Bros paw my softballs like nerve. Then I squirt and she carries my cum on the side of her arm like a purse. These rappers acting like they Superman, they way out of line. They not the one that these little niggas should idolize. You got an S on your chest, well keep acting fine. My hook will put a line through that S like a dollar sign.
Yo,
hold on.
Wait, before you rhyme, man, I just gotta say this. I didn't even know that you could. This how you know a nigga nice. When he put the beat on, I was kind of shook. I said, "God damn, he picked the wackest instrumental we have." And he rolled that shit. Pause. That shit was crazy, man. So I definitely, 21 gunshot salute for that one, man.
Yeah.
You got something else?
I wasn't done. I had to, you know, I ain't want to dribble on and pause no homo. I had to get my bearing.
Yo, you did what you do. Wait, hold on. Let's see if my DJ got. Do we have one more instrumental?
It's whatever.
All we need is one more of one of our joints.
Switch it.
He got you. DJ Quest on
Whenever you
point.
ready.
Oh, this is my joint. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See what that is.
Okay.
Check.
Burnerz.
Keep it a buck. If money talk, then my screaming.
Don't worry about it. We hood here. We hood here, baby. Don't worry about it. Yo, Dre, can you help him out?
I'm in it.
He good. Bring that back. Bring that back,
Bring that back. From the top. No more. Bring that back, DJ.
Burnerz.
Yeah. Vandal.
The Vandal album.
Respect it. Check. You gonna get super lyrical. The God. Check. The God is back like shoulder blades and vertebrae. I unload the gauge on your face and access it in you like Gatorade. My chain burn niggas' eyes like pepper spray. What a man, I could call salt to tell pepper spray. And every day is a pleasant day, cause I'm getting bread. My hand be on more papers than resumes. My yardie goons will catch a body for a pound of haze. I'll get you smoke for some smoke, my nigga behave. Play a role, I'm a star, you an extra. I get Nike bread, I keep stacking my checks up. Try to rob me, you messed up. I call my Adams family, ain't making shit ugly like Uncle Fester. And not gets cheddar, spring Gucci sweaters, black kicks, red strings, green Gucci letters. You need to get your bread up, fella. And the word on the street, you return more kicks than Devin Hester. You don't win the issue, I'm the shit, and the pad is my tissue. Bullets whistle like a ref, I would hit him with a tech, leave him menstrual bleeding all over his shit. You little puppy, you're a guppy, I'm a shark, and I am hungry. Apply pressure, make it hard to breathe, like your nose is stuffy. Flow so out of this world, aliens wouldn't abduct me. I don't want you to jump like Bungie. My goons through punting like Peyton Manning, I coach him like Tony Dungy. Look, I direct clips like Spielberg. Raps McNabb with the Eagles. I throw bullets and kill birds like my mouth loose. I spill words just like my bowels loose. I spill turds of diarrhea with verbs, and gonorrhea is heard whenever I spit verses. I am deaf. Put these other whack rappers in hearses and churches get filled with my banana clip pill. Your team can't get a win. I guess it's how the Knicks feel. It feel like your body's a mat. So I'ma drop a bomb arm over your Middle East like Israel. When y'all load weapons, we dump ours, my goons bang. My gang got more C's than a report card. The Incredible Hulk, physically real as me. I keep it 100 like the years in the century. Misery is what I bring to thee. I'm the epitome of someone who is lyrically equipped to be a great MC, and great as me. Haters be mad cause I'm caking cheese and give out more whips than the master back in slavery. Ooh. Get off my Johnson like Avery. Spray at me, I get these little niggas hung from a maple tree. Facial be mangled. Angels can't save you. No matter which family member go to church and ask Jesus to bring your life to the surface. Homie, your life is worthless. I'm doing God a service. Bang.
Hey. Yo.
One more, we done. We done.
Yo, we done? Yeah. Matter of fact, man. One more. We hit him one more. We already late for our next interview. So
man, I don't, no disrespect.
No, I'm the manager here. So we go past. We go. No, nah. I'm the manager here. So the time, that time don't go to us. So
okay.
You do what you do.
All right. Okay. Shay.
We could take one more. Pause.
Let's go. Keep it a buck. If money talk, then my pocket screaming. These niggas don't want beef, bro. They all vegans. I be in the projects with my wrist gleaming. Just my gun, no disciples. Look how they did Jesus. You catch me with my niggas tearing down Neiman's. $1,000 zippers to cover my penis. I'm cut from a different cloth. The Bronx, my seamstress is beef. I put a box in one like a zone defense. It's like hating is they occupation. I pull up in the Aston Vanquish just to see they faces. Versace kicks Medusa face and it ain't got no laces. Like a doctor in the clinic, bro, I ain't got no patience. Short temper, that light flick, I cook dinner. Make these tough dudes change their tone, call that Bruce Jenner. I swear to God, one day y'all gon' fuck a tranny. Keep drinking that lean, keep popping them Xannies. After in the club, you in the crib, think you fucking Tammy. Wake up in the morning, notice that you fuck Manny. Verbal assassination to all of these cats that's hating. I've been at beats before murder mace turned to Pastor Mason. Son of Carlito, lyrically lethal. Reminding niggas of that 2000 Beanie Siegel like murder. Flockaville, my nigga, you heard we clap you, we certainly will. Yeah, them South Bronx motherfuckers kill at will. I kill a Fresh Prince, fuck on Vivian, kidnap Phil. Chill, look, these niggas ain't really fucking with me. Lord forgive me, body bag, everything, nigga. Nah.
Woo. Okay. Yeah.
Son of Carlito, man.
Yo, shout out to the
Check that out.
Shout out to the motherfucking dudes who be fucking with Manny and thinking they fucking with Tammy.
Keep popping them zins and drinking that lean, nigga. You know what you gonna do.
Whoa, that was crazy. Yo, thank you for coming through.
Oh man, thank y'all, man. Listen, it's a blessing, man. I'm blessed we all here. We all woke up this morning, man.
Your energy was great, man.
Appreciate
and yo, the bars was on point.
Appreciate it.
Yo, I'm gonna make sure that we need you on the stage at Karma on March 28th, man.
I'm there, man.
We need you on the stage, man.
I'm definitely there.
We're gonna have my man Chase Baker there, so it's gonna be like some spitters there, man.
I love it.
Trife Balls, and somebody else. We have. Oh, I didn't even say that. Drop the beat real quick. Quest, drop the beat real quick. I can't let y'all know who this is because it's not 100% guaranteed. It's like 98% guaranteed. Okay. But we have a person that's supposed to be performing at Karma Lounge on March 28th. That only thing I can say, only hint that I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to give y'all a hint. I'm going to give y'all a hint, man. Mm-hmm. He was part of a big group, and they brought out a bigger group of people. And one of those people, I can't even say, but it's a 2-man group that brought out a group of other people. That's all I can say. And one of those people supposed to be performing at Karma Lounge on Tuesday. So make sure y'all come through. It's gonna be crazy, man. And I thank you, Burner.
Listen, blessings. Appreciate you.
The shit was crazy. You know what I mean? You don't gotta go nowhere. We chilling here tonight. Let me say this. He's one of the few guests that
we still produce music and shit, right? I was thinking of a crazy track with like him, Polygamy, and Monty.
Yeah, I'm
here for it.
Yo, we gotta connect you with our Vandal Our Guards cover COD, who's producing a lot of dudes in the Bronx. He's in the Bronx, and a lot of dudes that we talked about, he's producing, and that's family. He's actually a Vandal Our a person that's a part of Vandal Hour. Okay. But I want to thank you for coming through.
Thank you, fellas.
You don't got to go nowhere because guess what? He did what a lot of motherfuckers don't do.
He went ham.
He came with a motherfucking bottle of some Amsterdam. I don't drink.
Oh yeah, I threw that shit in my motherfucking Dr. Pepper.
I don't drink, but we feeling nice, and I appreciate any person who comes and support us because we support them, and we just trying to be a platform for the real.
We making history.
That's
Go tell
it,
your
man.
friends.
Yo, you gotta bring us out into a break real quick, God.
Ayo, what's poppin'? It's your motherfucking boy Flex and Wax, and I want to get back to that motherfucking bottle of Dr. Pepper I just told you about. So we gonna log off this shit. DJ Quest gonna do his motherfucking thing, and if y'all like the music he playing, then press play on your motherfucking recorder.
It's the Vandal Hour.
And MSK is coming back when we come back from our break.
Yeah.
It's the Vandal Hour.
Peace, Vandals. We back in the motherfucking Vandal Hour. Yeah. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tonight, we got a group of brothers. And some people say they are the first. Others say they are not. But tonight, y'all niggas gonna get the rundown and the gun down from the motherfucking MSK clique in the motherfucking building with me, my brother Mathematics, you heard?
The originals.
Peace to the brothers, man. First, introduce who we have right now at the table right now.
I am Deal 1, MSK Press from 83 to 2009.
And who else?
Most one in the house, MSK, 82 and up.
Hold it, we're gonna have his mic fixed. Can somebody fix his mic for him, man? So no, we got somebody to work on that for you. We got somebody to work on that. Yo, let me just say we have a lot of brothers in here. We're gonna have a lot of different people talking. We wanted me and Dia. Let me just say this. Pronounce how you say it again.
Okay, it's pronounced Dia 1. Now Dia stands for in Spanish, day. So
Dia 1.
Dia 1.
This is the person who I've been communicating with for the past like 2-3 weeks. Him and Tunu. Shout out to Tunu who's here. Who'll be talking later.
He's a warlord of MSK.
Warlord.
So we have a lot of different people. We have a lot of history right now, man, inside here. So it's we passed our time, but I'm a manager here, and we started a little bit late, so we're gonna go past the time. So I just want to begin, man. Where did MSK or when did MSK start for you?
Okay, the inception of MSK started in 1983, Uptown, 207th Street, Inwood Heights. We are from New York City, from the Heights. Predominantly, we were in a radius of 7 blocks. No one got down with MSK. We didn't solicit anyone to be part of MSK. We didn't tag anybody else's group in MSK, only us. So we are from Uptown. And I want to say something about this. The MSK is in LA. To me...
No, we're not going to get into that yet. We're not going to get into that yet because we already
I'm
know it's controversy going on,
Yeah,
but we don't want to jump into that first.
Okay.
We want to give people the history side before we're going to get them the conflict side. So, MSK has a lot of history. Buyer 3 talked about y'all 2 years ago.
Okay.
So let me just say he's the one that introduced me to y'all. And I want to give a shout out to Buyer 3 who is here right now.
Yeah.
Who is one of the original Vandal Hour members. So I'm glad that he came and the energy is here. So we want to go into that first. So you're started in Manhattan, right? Uptown. What was going on during that time before MSK? Like what was your into?
We came from a history from basically gangs. Our entire inception to graffiti came from the gang world and slowly evolved into the graffiti world. So MSK was basically a hybrid of gang and graffiti at the same time.
Okay.
And we came in the inception in '83 when hip hop already started to bloom. And like kids growing up in the streets, our jungle was the concrete jungles. And we just had fun with it. So a bunch of us from the same neighborhood, PS52, Good Shepherd, we all grew up together at the same time in that era, and we just kind of hooked up. And according to what graffiti has to offer, everybody had to have a name back then. So we chose names, and then eventually we became a crew. And the MSK was inception in '83, and it stands for the acronym of Manhattan Subway Kids. So then eventually, when I took over as press,
I actually read that in a book.
yeah, thank you, that's great.
Get out of here. What book you read that in?
Some old school graffiti book. Like, you know me, I'm always out there racking shit, and graffiti books is a thing I like to rack, and I like to read shit because I like to know what's going on around me, and I actually read that in
And
a
that's
book.
history. That's we are part
And
of
if
the
I'm not
second
mistaken,
wave.
you're always hitting the one line, right?
Yeah, the 1 line and the A line.
Yeah, see, I know.
And we were basically kicking ass in 174th Street on the in the yard. That was our place. You didn't go in there. If you went in there, you were done.
All right, let me talk about them yards, man. A lot of people talk about these yards, man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this, man.
Let's talk about
Can you describe to us the yard environment at that time?
Nasty, dirty, dangerous, adventurous, and at the same time, it was addictive. Even if it was dirty, it didn't matter. The third rail, the sounds of the noises, that going through the smell, and you went in there. Your entire body was aware of every single sound that came about. It didn't matter.
We have another brother from the MSK crew here by the name of Most. Let me just say this: we put your picture on you did a train that we posted. Somebody gave us a picture of that you did a train. Tell us a little bit about your history, your graph history.
Well, for me, I picked my name from a cereal box, and for me, I felt that it was an easy name to piece, M-O-S-T. And I started writing around '82 when I took the bug of writing when I saw some people writing in the inside of the train. I was about like 12, and I caught the bug from early on. I was obsessed. I started thinking, like, how can I write my name? How can I express myself? And what really happened was that it captured the urban phenomenon that was existing in the city at that point. I mean, it was like an ink block test. It was open for interpretation as graffiti evolved. Was it art or was it vandalism? And for me, I was just one out of so many urban youth, which even extended to suburbs, who began expressing themselves because we were frustrated with the inner city, lack of opportunities. And it was a matter of perhaps a psychological process called displacement, in which the anger, the frustration, and the lack of opportunities was put onto a forum, which was graffiti, to express ourselves and still have that fame.
Yo, Mos, let me ask you this. You said you pick your tag from a cereal box, right? So when you was picking your tag from the cereal box, like the cereal, was it popping or was it like some generic shit? Cause that sound like something I'd get mad if my mom's brought that home.
It was some high fiber stuff that for me, I started getting involved into some physical fitness, and I just picked it. But really, it was just because it was easy to piece. I said, that's my name.
A lot of people don't know, but the brother came from North Carolina to come to the Vandal House. Let's give a shout out for that.
That's motherfucking lit.
Yeah. Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
Let me just say this. We have a person who doesn't do graffiti here by the name of Missy O'Brien. She's a club.
And no, we not talking about Elliot.
Yeah. So let me just say this. If a person didn't do graph or know anything about the culture, tell her something positive about the culture that the average person wouldn't know.
But one of the things was that in our artistic expression, we used the fundamentals of what even the Renaissance artists used. For example, they used perspective, which is the dimension of placing different objects before the other to create that 3D effect. Right. They did it in the Renaissance, we did it in the modern times. And we brought the language from a period of where it was simple and crude, and then evolved into where it went into pieces and burners and then wild style. And it was the creativity of us as human beings, urban youth, that was able to put colors together in ways that many artists did, whether it was cubism, pointillism, impressionism. We used stuff from the artists who are famous, and we interpreted that in our own way and put it in what would Ernest Hemingway called, the American writer, a movable feast. Because when we saw that train just gave us a natural high that went beyond the blunt.
Say Y'all was slaying trains, yo. Man, you gonna kill me, Quest? Yo, since y'all was slaying trains and shit, like, how do y'all feel nowadays, like, when you standing in the subway going on your 1-2 step and you see an MC8 whole car come through? Like, how that shit make you feel, knowing you the pioneer of this shit?
It's exciting, and it's also the idea that it's, well, perhaps not as popular as it used to be, and not as easy. I mean, I dare say that there's more technology now due to this, homeland security type of stuff where, man, you sneak into a train, you a bad dude.
You might be a terrorist.
Yeah, you might be, exactly. That could be interpreted just like that. What you doing holding a bag now? Stop him.
Sure indeed.
Before, we was getting chased by cops like Tom and Jerry, old-time detectives.
I hate those
We went
niggas.
through it, man. I got stitches on my hand. He saved me out the Bedford Yard in the 4 train. We ran out of there and climbed out the fence like we was wounded soldiers. I was bleeding out my hand, and when the bus stop driver said, we got away, but when the bus driver said, you got a pass, I said, no, I got this, and I had a big gash. That was my pass.
Facts.
That was back in
Park Dia.
Yeah.
You was talking about the inception of MSK, that there was it was during the gang time.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the Get Down, the
Spike bats.
you know what I mean, the Black Spades and the
Busters.
Ball Busters and the Chingalings. Is that tell me about some of the gangs that was going on around at that time?
We had the UCCs, the Ball Busters, Zulu Nation. Those were some of the gangs that we had around the time.
The Renegades.
Yeah,
Man,
the Renegades,
Zulu
and we had
Nation been
Rebels.
around for a minute.
And Tunu came from that world. So one of the reasons that we were so successful is because Tunu brought into the game something that no other graffiti crew had. Someone who would be able to take care of that part to pull off those trains. If anyone came down, he would take care of it. No problem, because he came from that world. And I think that graffiti was a movement that evolved from the gang world into the modern day graffiti structure, which I call the second wave. That was the 80s. That was a big part of the change of the 70s to the 80s.
One of you just named the Zulu Nation.
Yeah.
And if people who's not familiar with the Zulu Nation was one of the movements that came from the gangs, the Black Space more specifically first,
Right.
and then other gangs after that. And the person who was head of that was African Bombada. Now, we don't like to spread no rumors and stuff like that, things of that sort, but we are journalists, so we like to look at things from a journalist perspective.
Right.
A lot of things have been said in the newspapers and a lot of social media. A lot of things being said about African Bombada, about him dealing with younger kids. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Have you heard that?
I heard of those rumors.
All right. So yeah.
Ba-ba-da.
So how do you feel about these things that's being said about this dude?
My point is this. Ronald Savage, who wrote a book in 2014, right? He wrote a book, Ronald Savage, as being a member of Zulu Nation. Now, African Bombada is being allegedly called a child molester by this guy. Well, he didn't come out with these facts until after the book is written. So what I have to say is this. Why would he do that if he didn't want to make money out of the book? The allegations, before I have a choice to say, is he right? Has he been convicted for crime? I want to see that in the court. I don't feel that anyone who
I agree with you.
who wants to sell a book should come out of it later. If you wrote a book, write about it when you would write in the book.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm a fan of Michael Jackson, man. I'm gonna say some real crazy
There's a lot of shit about him too.
I'm gonna say some crazy shit. He's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. I don't believe that Michael Jackson raped anyone. And people laugh at me when I say that. People laugh when I say that. I'm gonna say this, man. If you heard the story, I'm just gonna say one of the stories. If you heard the story, the kid was in the shower with Michael Jackson, and the mother who worked for Michael Jackson walked in and on the shower and didn't say nothing. I imagine anybody who has a mother who sees their child in a shower with whoever it is, not reacting to wanting to kill that man on the point, on the spot, that shit is bullshit. And the other guy who sued him, who was said that his kid was raped by Mike, fucking that dude asked Mike for money prior to saying that his kid was molested. Asked Mike for money. Mike said no. His kid got sick with cancer. Mike paid for all the hospital bills, and then they said that Mike touched him. So I'm not gonna go into that. But so I just had to ask you that. Because a lot of people, who don't know the facts, are automatically assuming that this dude is guilty. I don't know if he's guilty. A lot of people came out.
I just want to wait for that. I want to wait.
A lot of people came out talking about it.
Yeah, I want to wait for PF's jury to say yes or no. He has a right to go on court and be represented by his peers, yes or no. And if he's guilty, hey, throw the book at him.
Nigga, Mike was a get-rich-quick scheme.
Facts. But let me say this, man. Let's go into this LA MSK thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Until I spoke to June, I didn't know that there was a New York MSK. But I'm gonna say this though, I don't know a lot of things about Grav, so I'm not gonna act like I do. With doing the show, I learned more about the culture doing the show than I ever did. So I'm gonna say that. So I knew the MSK from LA. They came out in so many magazines, fucking videos, movies, whatever. How do you feel about this LA group who technically by date came out after you? How do you feel about that?
They are street artists. They're not graffiti artists. To me, graffiti is the foundation to start in New York City. The blueprint has been set here in New York City. To me, they're wonderful, they're prolific, they're great. But they didn't pave the way we did, and they're not part of the history of graffiti. They regurgitated the blueprint that we left behind. And they made money off it, and grateful for them. Because for me, it showcases that we did such a wonderful job in that history that today they are regurgitating it and making it into a money business. But they're not graffiti artists.
What do you know about?
They didn't put down the work that we did.
What do you know about MSK? Do you know anything about LA MSK?
I know they do their thing. I see them kill shit with black and chrome fills.
Yeah,
coast to
but
coast.
No, I'm just asking. The reason why I'm asking facts, because facts, he knows a different. He knows history. I know history. So sometimes he be just knowing like shit that I don't know. So I just had to ask him because sometimes he just know other stuff. What are you gonna say, brother?
I was gonna say that just let the historical record make it clear. Our imprints, our graffiti, that etched crude inscription on walls from which graffiti derives on, began first with us.
Facts.
In the New York cities, throughout the city, we wrote. We began writing, we began piecing long before they were even holding spray cans.
Yeah, in 1983.
Who's some of the members of MSK that people might have heard of that didn't know that was MSK?
Magnum, okay?
Fern,
Waste, Mate, the original member who started MSK, the original press was Mate. It stood for Manhattan Subway Queens. The acronym was Manhattan Subway Queens MSK. Those are some of the cats that we had.
That's some of the dudes. Recently, I put up you doing a piece. What got you back into the spray paint?
Well, graffiti's addictive. And I have always been a person that no matter what, after I stopped doing graffiti, everywhere that I went, I would always dribble, draw things. And Tunu brought me back into the game, actually. He told me we have this little wall to do at Crane's Wall Uptown, and that was it. I got hooked up to that again.
You got to talk into the mic because we want our viewers, we want everybody to hear what y'all saying.
Yeah. So that's how it started back again. I went back into social media when it came out, 2009, and I wrote a little blog on subways, outlaws, and saying things. And I wrote a big blog about us in MSK in LA. And I did a very good job about it, which came out in the book afterwards by John One, Henry Shanflant.
Tell us a little bit about that book, because when we went out, let me say this, I don't really go, the brother June put me on to MSK. He told me, yo, these brothers, they wanna have dinner with us, they wanna speak to us. And I actually went to dinner with these dudes, which is the first time I ever did a pre-interview with any writer, especially at a restaurant. Let me just say that. So which I told him was the first time ever. So y'all was talking about some of the periodicals and books y'all came out of. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that book, Trading This, represents what happened in 1986 when we had a big war with 156, and that was John 1 actually. And we went onto the gallery show, and we just rolled up in there, and the rest is history. We basically brought MSK to the platform of international fame. At that point, we became big time because Cap in the video, Star Wars, he talked about going after people. We actually caught the motherfucker.
Let me ask you about that. The periodical John 156 and all that. What was the mention of MSK? What was he talking about?
John wrote about what happened in terms of respecting the graffiti game, and his whole consensus was about this. You didn't get respect in the game unless you put your work in. And he talked about people coming after him, and he said, I had no respect for them. But what he said was very important. He said, the MSK crew, too, knew that respect in the game because they did it the right way. We didn't go there to jump him. We went there to get respect back from what he did to us. And Tunu said to us that day, if he beats me up, you don't jump him. It goes both ways. So that's one thing I want to say about that crew.
That's real shit.
You know, it was real. We didn't go there to jump him, and I say it again, we did not go there to jump him.
A lot of people don't know, we were talking about you actually met Harry Chiffon.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, man.
He invited us to his studio when the whole thing was happening with John 1, right? And this is a funny story. He goes, come down to my studio to meet up with us to try to stop the whole John 1 battle 156. And when we got there, we gave him a reality check. We told Henry, yo, I don't care who you are. You want to stop this whole thing with John 1? And what happened was the phone rang. Ring, ring, ring. We're looking at him. Pick it up. Pick it up, brother. And then Tuna goes up to him and goes, if you're setting this up, bro, you have a reality check coming at you. He picked it up. He goes, we're okay. Hung the phone down. So to talk about MSK, we have history.
Y'all running down on photographers?
That has a foundation in that blueprint of New York City. Henry Shamflan is the brother who gave the archives to New York City in the world, right? So when a crew from LA takes our name, I'm gonna tell you something. If they would have came to New York City back then, there would have been an airplane back that would have said EMS ambulance. Back to LA.
Blackjack.
The next time anyone wants to buy MSK in LA, put an acronym that says not the original MSKs from New York City, 207th Street, Inwood Heights.
MSK2.
They're not.
Real shit, man.
I respect them. They're great, but they're not the real.
Yo, we like to give all perspectives. We like to give the voiceless a voice. We like to put history on air. So, you know, I mean, you never know. We might have MSK here 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You never know. No, I'm gonna say you never know. So we want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Pardon the phrase. Who are some of the other people that you have in the building? Can we talk to some of your other people?
We have over here Tunu, the wall of MSK. We have over here Ike. We have most two.
Yo, bring a stool up for
Tunu, come up here, brother.
Bring a stool for Tunu so he can get some words. I want to talk to Tunu real quick. Tunu is cool.
Tunu in the house.
Kind of nervous, okay?
Come closer to the mic. Make sure you're talking to the mic. Okay. Tell the brothers who you are.
Tunu MSK, second generation. I held these guys down. Basically, at first, I just used to stand on the platform with some of my friends and make sure they used to bomb on the layups, make sure nobody rolled up on them. But from my area, when I was growing up, I was part of crews and gangs, and we had a certain way of growing up. Like neighborhood gang, they watched the neighborhood. You understand? And the hierarchy, who was leader, how many people, how many crews, how many divisions. So, but I had a lot of respect in my neighborhood. I watched over all the kids. We used to play stickball, like sewer to sewer. So that's when I'm looking over them and I'm watching them. I'm a bomber. If I needed a piece to be done, I had quite a few people doing it, like SAC, TMB, KC, Legends, Kings. They used to do my pieces, but I was strictly a bomber. Part of that history, but actually watching over them and making sure nobody jumps them or, jacks them up.
Let me ask you a question, man. Because you was involved in hip hop in many ways, and you've been around you've been around a lot of great people. You got to meet people firsthand, man. What is hip hop to you?
Honestly?
Honestly.
Okay. Hip hop means to me, it was the 80s, wearing Pumas, suede Pumas.
The big laces.
Thick laces.
Name belts.
Buckles
I
with
still,
your name.
let me just say this. I still have mine.
Airbrush jean
My
jackets.
My shit says Tony, and people who have ever been to my house will know I have my shit is rusted, but
This
it was
is a fucking fact though. He's not telling your
it's
niggas
rusted,
no lie.
but I still have mine.
Classic. That's what I love to hear. Going to 1018, going to Roxy's when they had breakdancing dances there, different crews from Brooklyn, Bronx.
Roxy's used to be popping, and I was a kid when that shit was lit.
Yes, and then they turned it to 1018. Then if you wanted to check out some females, you go to Palladium.
Studio 54.
Studio 54, the Garage.
Palladium, that was on
Wait,
14th, right?
we can't go past Studio 54 that fast.
Oh, okay.
Let's stop at Studio 54. Real quick, you know what I mean?
Shit.
Real quick, because I'm gonna bring other people up.
Right.
Real quick, tell us what a night at Studio 54 was about.
Well, I was with my older cousins, and I got in because I'm short and I looked very young. Just trust me, when I used to have to carry my driver's license and passport so they could believe how to get in the joint. But it was to meet women, period. Dance.
Was a lot of drugs?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Drugs, sex, and alcohol.
Yes. I mean, it could snow in June. That's all I got to say.
Listen. It would be Little Louis Vega on the 1 and 2s, right?
Yes.
Doing it up, and we would
Yes.
have these freestyle performers, but at the same time, Roseland was set up in ways that it had different levels. So quite honestly, it was a player's paradise.
And
Because you could meet a girl on the top floor and have one in the first.
That's crazy.
And keep them going.
That's crazy.
Roseland was like right around the corner from Studio 54.
like
They were
that
like
shit I like.
nearby, man. It was, and the Limelight, Palladium, Palladium on 14th Street.
When we got busted.
Yeah, okay. But the 80s, honestly, Kangos, BVDs.
What about B-boying? I know you was connected with a lot of B-boys.
A lot of B-boys. And, people from the Bronx, Wild Style, those guys up there. Tracy 168.
History.
Yeah, history. The three-quarters bombers.
Ooh, alright.
Coming up in the 80s. What was your favorite car?
Datsun 210.
And for the people who don't know what a Datsun 210 is, can you break it down?
It's like
Can you screwdriver pop it in?
it's like a Dominican mobile. Let's say it like that. I'm sorry, being real, man. Loud music, 2 doors, sometimes 4, low to the ground, and going down the West Side Highway and even around George Washington, when I graduated high school, 191st Audubon.
That's where the weed at.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we used to.
My grandmother lived over
We
there.
used to race for pink slips. That's why they made those bumps over the years. I went to George Washington in 1980, and I graduated in '84.
Racing for pink slips.
Yeah, I'm serious. Pink slips, papers.
Yeah.
You lost the race, you lost your car.
Oh wow.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yo, who else we got? We got here from. Who else we got? Let me get. I want to speak to another MSK member, man. We going through history. We going through.
My honor, gentlemen.
Yo, thank you too, Nu. You know how to talk to you though. Oh. Yo, can I get a Vandal Hour drop? A Vandal Hour drop?
It's the Vandal Hour.
Yo, we got somebody. Come to the mic, God. Come to the mic, God.
Peace.
Somebody fix that for him. Somebody fix that for him. Now we got another person here, man. I'm glad
Oh,
I think
shit.
you like a second person, or might be a second or third person from what's our famous movie? What's the big movie? What's the movie you in, God? I'm sorry, I'm high.
That big movie that came out.
What's
in
the graph
80s, I
movie?
ain't
Yeah.
see it.
What's the biggest movie?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I ain't
We
see
got
that
a brother.
shit.
We got
For
a.
me, I'm not in Star Wars.
Oh no! What's your side, God?
Nair, N-A-R-E. Nair,
Oh,
TNG.
I apologize. They said male. M-A-R-E. I apologize.
N-A-R-E, TNG, original.
I got you.
Criminal individual.
So give us a
Break
little.
it on the
So give us a little bit about your
I
graph.
actually
break it
seen
down for
Homie
y'all,
Up.
man.
So give
let me break it down for
Give me
y'all.
some of your graph history.
All right, we TNG, baby. We like the next generation. We came after MSK. You know, we was like the little niggas in the house that these niggas was muscle bound motherfuckers. They used to throw us around like we was footballs. But we was looking up to them, but we couldn't be down. So we made up our own name, cause you know what I'm saying. You got to make up your crew. Feel me?
So what TNG stand for?
TNG at that time stood for the new generation.
Ooh, I like
Alright?
that. I
And
like
we
that.
started from that. There was that song. Remember that song called Rap's New Generation?
Sure indeed.
All right, so we was listening to the song at the moment. We was trying to think of the name, and my man Danny, who no longer write, I don't even know where he at, but he's the one that said, "Yo, TNG, yo, the new generation." So we ran with that. You know what I'm saying?
Who's some of the members of TNG?
Well, it was me, Ned, Dreb, Kista, who's in the back, and it was just my man Kidge, LP5. Well, LP5 came later, but it was my man Dreb, Kista, Kidge, Nair, and Lord. We was the original members, right? Then my man Dreb moved over to the Bronx, and we started a new branch. It was like another chapter, and that's when we met LP5, Devis 2, and all them other cats from the Bronx. They know who they are. Size, C's.
What lines you was fucking with?
We were all the lines, bro. You asking the wrong question. You mean what lines we wasn't fucking with?
Ooh.
Cause we was making lines famous when motherfuckers wasn't even making their own lines famous. Niggas was coming to the Bronx when we was already in the 7 line. Man, you could ask Web 113 and all them cats. They know who we are. Ned TNG, baby, Sen. So like I was saying, man, we from Dykeman. You know what I'm saying? 200th Street.
Damn, you should know what's funny?
You used to use silver a lot. Silver and red. That was your shit, right?
Yeah, silver, black, and yellow summer squash, baby.
You know what's crazy? Know what's crazy?
Red, silver. Yeah, I remember those.
We just had an art show called The Art of Hip Hop, and it was Washington Heights meets the Bronx. I wish I would have knew, because you would have been in it.
Nah, it's all right, though, because you don't have to put me there. They know.
Facts.
They know. I mean, like I'm saying, we hit the 4 line, the 5 line, the 6 line. What happened was TNG went through a controversy in the 90s because, like I said, my man Dreb, who was like my partner, he started the crew with us. And the Bronx, you know the Bronx. If y'all from the Bronx, y'all know the Bronx. So the Bronx just branched out and started robbing niggas, doing shit. So the crew became like controversy because TNG, the Bronx, TNG Manhattan, we wasn't about robbing nobody. We was about making money, you know, graph, dancing, you know, the four rules of hip hop.
Y'all can actually see his pictures on the 90s interlude for the people who don't know. And that was only actually back in the days only 2 near from Uptown. The one you looking at across from me and near KGB. God bless his soul.
My man
That's
Rhino
a
right
fact.
here too. You know what I'm saying? That's
Okay,
my
okay.
man. Right here, that's my man. If y'all know Rhino, that's my boy. So you know what I'm saying? In the 93, 94, what happened is me and my man Sen, we decided to hit the streets and let people know who TNG really was. Cause it was a misconception in the Bronx that TNG came from the Bronx. And no disrespect to my brothers from the Bronx, but we just had to let them know. And just like MSK had to let MSK from Cali know who the MSK really was, we had to let TNG from the Bronx know who TNG really was.
You know, it's crazy because there's a TNG in Brooklyn, too.
That's a fact.
Yeah, well, you know.
Bushwick.
DU and Roval.
Yep.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of many TNGs because it's a common name, the new generation. I ain't gonna say there ain't gonna be many others to come after us, but we was, as
The
far as I know,
originals.
the original. You know what I'm saying?
Was you into the piecing aspect, or was you a bomber?
Nah, I'm a bomber, baby. Graph all day outlaw, baby. Like my man, they asked Dun TNS, what's the difference between bombing and graph with a permit? And he said, graph with a permit is like sex with a condom.
You don't feel shit.
Bombing is like fucking raw, baby.
Yo, if I'm not mistaken, you used to do a lot of straight letters, right?
Yeah, baby. N-A-R-E, baby.
I know what I'm talking about.
Pull out the
Silver
black
insides,
book,
red
show what it
outlines,
is, man.
summer squash triples.
Yeah, baby.
I
That's
remember.
summer squash triples all day.
I was there.
93, 94, baby.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming through. Can we get another member to come up here so we could talk to?
Baby. Let them know what
We want everybody to get some light, man. We want to build with everybody.
My brother right here, Moses, he was one of my favorite motivators right here, man. My big brother.
Your most point the mic towards you so you can be able to talk with us too.
Absolutely, man. And you know, it was an obsession. It wasn't just trains that gave us the foundation. It was everywhere: rooftops, street gates, mailboxes.
They was doing rooftops.
highways.
They was doing rooftops back in the days.
Dude, I did rooftops on every line because after the train started dying out, MSK needed to find a way to continue getting up. When some of the older guys kind of dropped off, I continued because I was OCD about it. I was Captain Ahab looking for Moby Dick, trying to harpoon him, and that was the obsession of graffiti.
Believe me, we both understand that. We both. Peace to the God. Who we got? Who we have saying with us?
Yo, it's Kista, man.
Peace to the God. Peace to the God.
MSK, THD, Mutants. Shout out to the whole Uptown in the motherfucking house.
How you doing tonight, man?
We doing great, man. Shout out to all the mutants. Shout out to my man, Mister. Shout out to Pud. Shout out to Spot. Shout out to motherfucking Skull. Shout out to everybody. My man Cable.
Hey, yo, Kista.
My man Mace.
Kista, welcome home.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you already know.
I'm glad
Good looking. Good looking. I'm here in the flesh.
You be running around with my brother Taze.
No doubt. Taste. Shout out to Taste and Pete, Mike.
I'm glad you here, man. I'm glad you here, man.
And with my brother right here. My brothers is here. Brother Mo. Motherfucking Nair.
MSK.
Motherfucking Dia. Ike is in the building. Miles is in the building. Most 2 is in the building. We came over here to rock. What's up?
We came.
What's up, New York? What's up?
We came to build with y'all,
We
man.
building, man.
We
We
came to
building.
build. We came to build. We came to
We're
build, man.
ready to rock. Let's go.
So let me
Let's
ask you.
do this.
Let me ask you this, man.
What's up?
What keeps you addicted to graph?
Well, graph is the DNA of New York City. Drop that right there. You know what I'm saying? Without graph, this shit is not alive. Hip hop is not alive. Nothing is alive. You gotta keep this shit going.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's a fact. No, it's funny because they forget the graph came first.
Exactly.
I don't know if you like a lot of people don't know. Dudes was saying was when I was young, like dudes used to burn tags into the ceiling.
I still do that.
You know what I mean? Like I can get deep with you. Even when it and
I love that shit.
when you went to prison, somebody was here.
My man Cable.
I was here. Something
Cable
was
Mace.
here.
Cable Mace, man. Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, if you ever get locked up,
Much
don't
love
catch
to
tags
those
in the
dudes
system.
respect,
But
man.
this is graph is the foundation of the culture.
Yeah.
And they forget us.
It's the DNA, man. Hip hop. It's the blueprint. You can never leave graffiti out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can never leave this shit out. Like, they living this shit out, and this is part of hip hop.
So that's why we got y'all here. That's why we got y'all here. That's why we got this platform.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
My brothers is here.
Who was when you started writing, what name you seen the most? I'm not gonna say 3 or 4. What one name you feel?
When I grew up in my hood, I'll tell you, man, KM, Living Madness, man D2, motherfucking Moster, MSK, DN1, MSK, Magnum, MSK, Dia, Too New, Arise, Ike, Day,
Crisis.
You know what I'm saying? Too New. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the foundation. I could go on and on.
So let me say like this: when you started,
On and
song
on
was
to
hard
the
when
break
that
of
shit
dawn.
dropped.
Yeah.
when you started writing, was you automatically accepted by these people, or did you have to put in work to get even to conversate with these dudes?
It was an open game, man.
Let me answer that, bro. This motherfucker came in from the Dominican Republic, bro, and this nigga put in work the first day, nigga. He put the beats on 2 niggas, so he was automatically down. You feel me? These niggas try to jump him. He put the beats on him So we was like, yo, this nigga down. Fuck
Wait,
it.
let me ask you.
Learn English.
Yo, let
Shout
me.
out to Sink.
Yo.
Shout out to my brother Sink, man.
Yo, let me ask you a non-graph question. Since you say you Dominican, how do you feel about this baseball game that happened, man? How do you feel about that, man? Because I heard a lot of. I have a lot of Dominican friends.
I got
and I have a lot of
answer for that. You know my answer to that?
What
I
was
don't give
going-
a fuck about that shit.
Get the fuck out of here!
I got an answer for that. I do got an answer for that. Let me tell you something. The American team, let's be real, they not American. You feel me, bro? Half of them Dominican.
We going off topic right now.
Now, y'all know what it is?
We are.
Now, the reason why we do this because
Not into sports, man.
Nah.
My sport is painting in the streets.
now
man.
the reason why we
That's
say
my sport.
well, now listen to what I'm going to say,
That's what we
God.
came up on.
Now listen to what I'm going to say, God.
Listening?
This show is not just about graph. The motto to the Vandal Hour, if you go to our page, it
Word.
says, "Where graffiti is more than vandalism."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get
When
it.
you sit at this table, God, you
Yeah.
could be asked about anything.
True that.
You know what I mean? We want to know who you is.
But you gotta understand that.
But if
I'm
you
not
don't know,
in-
if you don't
I'm
fuck
not
with
into-
sports, then I
don't
respect
want-
it.
I ain't come
I
here to
respect
talk
it.
about sports.
No, yo, God, I can ask you about Trump. You're not going to answer my question.
No.
You like
I don't
skinny
have to.
bitches or fat bitches?
You don't have to. But this is
Be straight up,
it's
man.
about respect. It's about you're coming to our home.
Yeah.
I
I'm respecting your home.
I know. No,
This is the whole thing, though.
I asked. Nah, you taking it personal,
I'm
man.
not taking it personal. I'm not taking it personal. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, you know, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk. I want to talk about graffiti. I don't want to talk about sports.
Yo, go. We're gonna talk about graph.
You know
If
what
we're gonna
I'm
talk about graph, look at we passed the time.
I just
I'm gonna
told you.
I'm gonna tell you how special it is.
I just told you I don't care about
No,
that
I'm gonna say
shit.
this. I'm gonna say how special it is though. I don't never go past. You see the time where we at? I don't go past the time
we appreciate you guys giving
unless
us the time.
unless I give a fuck about some dudes, man.
No,
So
listen.
I fucks with y'all.
We appreciate the time, though, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to
So
talk
I
about
apologize if you know
No
if
doubt.
that threw
You know
you
what I'm saying?
off.
Well, since you don't like sports, I know everybody like bitches, right? Right, Kista?
No doubt. We all love bitches, man.
So do you like fat ones or skinny ones? Do you like ugly ones or pretty ones?
You know what I mean? They there, man.
Yo, pardon me on this
I
mic.
got love for all the
Pardon me
bitches.
on the mic.
I
Pardon
got
me on the
love
mic.
for all the bitches.
No disrespect, Missy. And so
Nah,
all
nah,
the
know what
ladies
this?
in the
Nah,
room.
yo, we know what it is. Nah, this is what it is, man. We get high.
We got
We
my
smoke.
man Mo,
We smoke
man.
weed. We drink,
We do
and
edibles.
we like to talk about life.
No
You know
doubt.
what I mean?
No doubt.
And the graph, we're gonna talk about graph because that's what we all do. Everybody here.
No doubt.
So we want to talk. We want to know who y'all is, man. You know what I mean? A lot of shit going on in the world. A lot of shit happening.
No doubt.
So we be liking to know like other people's opinions, man.
Yo.
And the reason why I asked you the baseball question because no lie to you, I come from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and anybody who knows Williamsburg, Brooklyn is a very heavy Spanish population. And I'm not gonna lie to you, everywhere I've been at, that has been the conversation. So that's why I asked you. And I when I asked you, and if you didn't say he was Dominican, that's the reason why I asked you. So that's the only reason why. No disrespect.
Americans, man.
Yeah, I'm mad that they won though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
No
mad
doubt.
that America
No
won.
doubt. No doubt.
I'm mad that they won.
I
But let me ask you a graph question.
What's up, man?
Was you ever a person that fucked with the Hall of Fame?
Nah, man.
Too much politics for you?
Nah, not politics. It's just, man, I wasn't aiming for that. You know, graffiti's a game about getting ups. I ain't worrying about no Hall of fucking Fame.
So you was a bomber.
I'm trying to bomb and do throw-ups and do pieces. Whatever we had to do to get up, that's what we was doing. Rooftop shit. I ain't worrying about no Hall of Fame,
So
man.
did you
You do Hall of Fames at the end of your shit, man.
was you what medium you chose most? Like, and what I mean by that, was you a throw-up dude? Was you a tagger, or was you a blockbuster?
We was doing everything. We was doing throw-ups. We was doing blockbusters. We was doing everything. Every aspect of graffiti we was doing.
Who was your partner at that time?
I went from
at your apex.
I was going with Nair and Dreb, my man Cage, my man Sink. You know what I'm saying? Cable was.
And who we just had up here a couple of weeks ago?
Sen, Mace. You know I'm bombing with Mace. Shout out to the brothers. You know what I mean? My man Miles. You know what I'm saying? That's my partners right there. My shout out to most two and Miles. They in the fucking building. You know what I'm saying? Word.
let me ask you this, man. Do you feel that like the time that when did you start writing graph around?
Man, we was doing this shit since like '86.
So when you look at graph in '86 and then you look at graph in '17, how do you feel? Do you feel it evolved or dissolved?
I feel it devolved into the extent that you have more surveillance now compared to back in them days. You didn't have people with cell phones able to take pictures, report as quick, and now they can catch you on film. And it's the game has changed. To me, it's not as productive or as advantageous as it used to be. The fame, I don't think, is the same level artistically as well as just through the bombing phase as it used to be. You just can't get over the same amount of space like you used to in the past.
Was your Rackers?
Yeah,
Was I was at Rikers?
Oh no, a Racker.
I was at
We always on Rikers. We were always on.
We was rocking like a motherfucker though.
I was at Rikers too.
We was rocking like a motherfucker though.
Rikers and racking.
So the reason why I asked that because the reason why I asked that question.
It's hot.
The reason
We
why
was rocking any Rikers.
Yo, you want to know how much they like racking? Just for this show, they racked that motherfucking subway map.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't get that in the
That's
token
crazy.
booth.
You can't even get that.
Like the reason why I asked you about the racking thing because most just said about covering a lot of space.
Yeah.
And to be able to cover a lot of space, you gotta have a lot of pain.
Or you gotta have that mommy daddy money.
So that's the reason why I asked. Because if you know when dudes be saying like they got up a lot of ups and then you were like, so was you racking at especially in the 80s?
We was rocking, man. We was rocking like a motherfucker, man.
There was another forum. I mean, racking is one way in which you went in with the big coats and you racked up with as many spray cans as you can. Also, you had other techniques in which you would put a paper in the token booth machine, so when the customer came and they got stuck, you just direct them to the front token booth and then you scoop it up.
I seen that.
So you capture all them tokens and you cash them in.
I just see a dude, pause, suck them shits out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Back in the days, I actually seen somebody do that.
The ladies must love that nigga. They is calling him Super Jaws.
They's calling him sucker token.
And there was another way too. Motherfucker used to go to like Pergamon and shit like that, and they used to steal shit, right? And take it back and be like, yo, I bought this here and I don't want it anymore. Give me my money back. As a matter of fact, I don't want my money back. I want paint. And we used to walk out, no lie, with like 12 cans, bro.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
They doing shit, man.
That's a good idea. Yo, let me ask you a question. Where do you see MSK in like the next year or two?
I see MSK continuing to be the legacy that it always was and is, but as a pioneer in the world of graffiti for the inner city, particularly in Upper Manhattan. So I see us being able to lay that stepping stone for others to continue following and elevating themselves in the world of art.
Should we be expecting an MSK show coming up, like some type of art show?
I think it's only right.
Didn't you have a 30th anniversary recently? Cause I seen a piece on the wall that said 30 years.
We gotta sit down. We gotta sit down and talk that out at the moment. But it might be happening. It might be happening. The reunion. They done a couple of reunions. We done a couple of reunions.
We gonna do a bigger.
We're gonna do a bigger one. Like I'm talking fireworks and all kinds of shit. You could drop bombs and that shit. You know what I mean?
Would y'all ever do a collabo like MSK NY to Cali? Would y'all ever do something like that?
That's a good question.
That would be a historical event right there.
I think it will be a good moment for like the graffiti.
Actually, I reached out to them a couple of times on social media in regards to doing an anniversary for MSK New York City, and I was very humble to say, why don't you guys come down here, and East Coast meets West Coast, and we do something very special, or vice versa. Because in today's world right now, it's all about peace. We're not about violence anymore. Those were back in the days. I'm talking about bringing something with a lot of energy, so the whole world can see that this art form is not only, as it was called back then, a violent art form, but it's actually an art form that brings people together.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about these?
Talk about that day and today is a very different time.
Can you tell us about these wine bottles? Because a lot of people don't even know about these.
Me,
Talk to us about these wine bottles.
actually came about from a gentleman who I grew up with, and he started a company called Modern Vines. And he grew up in the neighborhood, Uptown Inwood Heights. Again, it's up from Uptown Inwood Heights. There's a lot of energy up there. And he said to me one day, you know, I want to put a wine bottle together. I'm going to go to Chile, get these grapes together, and I want you to do the label, and I'm going to call it Ghost Yard Red. So it's become a reality, and here today we have this great vintage Bordello from a gentleman who grew up in the Heights, and it's graffiti on the label, which can bring to the table of anybody in the world to talk about the art of graffiti in the culture.
Who designed the label?
I did.
Can you give us a breakdown about that night that you designed it? Because I heard the story.
What I tried to compose was something that I always see in the streets. You know the bodega, the Tiamo, where you buy, 24 hours a day. You go at 4 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to bring that scribble scrabble that you see on the walls. I didn't want to bring per se graffiti sense where it was a wild style burner. I wanted to be something that simulated what you see in the streets. Letters, colors, going this way, going that way, where you can actually read it, but at the end of the day, it's a beacon that you know you're coming home. And this bottle represents that.
It's a dope bottle. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you
lie to
very
you.
much.
I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's something that I never seen wine and graph together.
It's tall, like you said, the evolution continues, it grows. It doesn't stop.
Yo, are we gonna see more walls from MSK, man?
Yes, you are. You are going to definitely see that.
We want to see more walls, and I already invited y'all. All the art shows that we have, unless it's somebody specifically that we have, and it might be like this for the felon one is Ovi, but outside of the specific ones, we want y'all involved in all our art shows. You know what I mean? Because you're definitely we want to make sure you'll get your kudos. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that. We'll make sure that my eyes are seeing things.
May I say something, though?
Yeah,
I want to
talk,
say
God.
thank you. It's an honor to be here. To DTF Radio, Vandal Hour, BIA3, June 457 for endorsing us and coming on the show. It's truly an honor.
Yo.
It's been 30
Thank you very
years,
much.
and today to be here, it showcases the power of the movement of the culture of graffiti and hip-hop. To be here today at this time, right now.
I'm glad.
Thank you very much. And mathematics to you, too.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love your energy.
Word.
Too New is my man. You know what I mean? The energy you bring. I'm not gonna lie to you. We needed this energy. We've been off for 2 weeks, so we needed this energy. So I really appreciate y'all, and I appreciate y'all telling your story for the Vandal Hour. We're about to take our last. We take going to a break, and we just want to thank y'all. So let's give a round of applause for MSK, guys.
Thank you very much.
Mathematics.
Any last words? Y'all can talk. Y'all can talk. Y'all can talk. Yeah, give me.
Me. I would just want to. I want to shout out to my son, 3 New, KM, Delta, Easy, King B, especially SAC, TMB, and KC. TMB. Sorry, brothers. SAC, TMB, KC. My son, 3 New. All my boys right here. G-Man, Oz 109, and KM. Those are old original guys that I looked up to them.
Somebody just it's crazy that you said G-Man. Somebody said they trying to get G-Man on the show. That's crazy. Somebody just told me 2 weeks ago they like, yo, I could get G-Man on the show.
Trust me. And Tracy 168, forgive me, brother.
Anybody else?
I like to give a shout out to all MSK, of course, and those who held me down when I was down. You know, I did a stretch, man, 18 and a half years, man. And I got out, man, a long time, man, and I learned the law. I proved my innocence. I got out, and during my incarceration, that's why I was out the game.
Wow.
Dudes was asking, yo, where was most? I was locked up.
Me too.
18 years.
Me too. Not 18 years, but
But let me tell you, brother, in graffiti, I made money off of it. I was doing envelopes.
Me too.
Acrylics.
Me too.
I could get my hands off of stamps and cigarettes and whatever.
You did cards?
Yeah, I did all that.
And I had them on my shit so people could see when they walk past. You know how that go.
That kept me going, brother. But during the time after I got out, I started teaching graffiti at St. Francis College in Brooklyn.
Oh, congratulations,
in
brother.
Berlin, Germany, at the School of Law and Economics.
Congratulations.
I use these academic papers, man, that I wrote while in college.
Yo, so this is what we're gonna do, man. We need we have a blog called Tags and Hash, and we always looking for writers to be part of the Tags and Hash thing. So if you want to be one of the writers that's part of Tags and Hash, you could definitely be a part of it. It's me, Sade, and you could be the other person. So we definitely gonna bring you into that. Anybody else got something to say?
I got something to say. Shout out to the whole Uptown. You know what I'm saying? MSK Nation. You know what I mean? We're going to start with my man Monster for coming through. My man Tonio in the building. Dia. You know what I'm saying? Madeline and Max. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? My man's wife is in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to leave her out. My man Nate's in the building. Most 2 miles. Uptown's finest. Shout out to the whole Mutant Nation, Mr. Bud, you know what I'm saying? There's so many of them, man.
It's my
you know
guys
what I'm
right
saying?
there, the
My
Main
man
Street
Rick.
King.
That's my boys right there, man. I love them dudes right there, man. They hold me down, man. My man Cable, shout out to Cable, man.
Shout out to Cable, the guard came through.
My man Maze, man.
Shout out to Maze,
Shout out
too.
to the whole KTC Nation.
Woo!
New graph order.
New graph order.
LP5 draft, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be out here if it wasn't for them, man. You know, it's real like that. My man Ned's here. He gonna come through and shout some people out, too.
Thank you for coming through, God.
Yo, I just want to say R.I.P. near KGB, nigga. One of our most recent fallen soldiers, man. You already, man.
Shouts to Suede, man. Suede, man. He making a comeback, man.
Anybody else want to give some shout outs? Anybody want to give some shout outs?
Hey, yo, Mos, if you want to see some of your old graph pics, too, you could go to the 90 Interlude. They be posting some heaters.
Thank you, Holmes.
You already.
Yo, what's up, man? Mile 1 T&G ROA, MSK. I want to give a shout out to the whole Uptown. A lot of people don't even say this, but I'm going to say this. For those that don't know, graffiti started on our block, 204th Street. Anybody got anything to say? Google Julio 204. Graffiti started on our block. That's our culture. And that's why I'm here today.
Yo, repeat that one more time.
Graffiti in New York City started on 204th Street. Anybody got something different? Google Julio 204. And you'll see I'm saying the truth.
Julio 204.
Julio 204. Graffiti started with us. So MSK, there's no question about it whether whether you got a piece or a throw up on 50 states. The truth of the matter is you a biter. You copied a crew from our neighborhood that inspired over 1 million writers in New York City. Whether people want to admit that shit or not. So that's all I gotta say. And I want to shout out everybody from in this room who inspired me, from Most to Nair to Kista to Most 2 to Tunyu, Dia, Lil Rock from the Heights, Taino from the Heights, everybody from Uptown, Tacky 183. We're forgotten, but this is our shit.
Yo, say your tag again, God.
Mile 1, Mile, the original.
Yo, I told y'all niggas.
Yo, thank y'all for coming through. Hey, yo, DJ Quest, do what you do, baby.
Yo, this show gonna do numbers. I told y'all. We like DJ Self right now. We grinning. You heard?
It's the Vandal Hour.